Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei.
Upon us with mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see. No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see. No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem? 5,000 years after the fact, they still call Jerusalem the city of David. Upon us with mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out. Judges were living in that place for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem? 5,000 years after the fact, they still call Jerusalem the city of David.
Okay, so what?
Upon us us with mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem 5,000 years after the fact? They still call Jerusalem the city of David.
Okay. Me too, sorry.
Croydon, South. I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Please, is this Mr. Shaggy?
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations. You people have won an award, and I've been trying to call you. Your number wasn't going through, but I've been able to talk to your friend,
What?
Ayuba. Okay. So you guys won an iPhone 17 Pro Max, a toilet roll, and an Edato. So we'll need you to come to the office that you take us because Ayuba left the toilet roll and then the Dettol for you. He has taken the iPhone. So you said you come and you take the Dettol and then the toilet roll.
Who?
Hello?
I say who come there, come take the phone. Who can take the phone?
Your colleague, Ayuba.
Why you give him the phone? Why you take the phone, give him?
Please relax, calm down.
No, I said why you take the phone? So right now, you take the phone, give my friend. Where you leave the toilet roll and the Dettol, I should come and take and go and do what again? Madam, you say we win promotion. We win promotion. iPhone and Dettol and toilet roll. So right now, my friend Ayuba can't take the phone right now. You are calling me to come and take the toilet roll and the Dettol. I should go and take it and do what? What do you? Me kike so nje the toilet roll the Dettol. Ya kike ya
Please, hello, please calm down. So your friend came here and then he took the 17 Pro Max and he left the toilet roll and a Dettol for you.
So, madam, right now, I'm telling you, you, my friend, come there. Abokina yazo uri kundoki 17 Pro Max kusa anushi. Kumbaru manita to the toilet roll. Mida idashi. Nate mukuna tafena kashi jikinani. I'm walking, I'm shitting inside my body. I shit inside my body. You go leave the toilet roll and the doctor give me.
Sorry, I'm sorry about that, but you need to come and sign our documents.
I should come and take toilet roll and sign. I should take car and come to your place for where cry your shop day to Allah. Where your shop day?
We are on the ring road.
I should take car and come there, come take toilet roll. Kiba kida lafia. I should come and take toilet roll. One shaken take a kena. Are you aja uri aja karibis phone na kuzokse manika ma kukumbari asunashi. That or the toilet roll. So I should come and take and go and do what? I should take and go and do what? Do Allah. One bala ikega. I should come and take and go and do what with the toilet roll? Me, I'm a Muslim man. Me, I'm a Muslim. I'm a Muslim. I go toilet.
Calm down. We need you to come to our office. Then you sign for us.
I should come and sign and take toilet roll. With my money, I should take car. One shake and take a kena. So, me, I'm a Muslim man. I don't like. If I go toilet, I take butter, wash my bottle. Now, I want to dinner. I want so. I will just use phone. Munafkai. Kumba da Allah kabi phone. I carry look at them and nikaba. Ni zozo kabi toilet roll.
Please calm down. So right now, who is going to sign?
Madam, look,
We are waiting for you before
madam, let me tell you something. Wallahi, me, I'll do that. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, if you are paying with me, wallahi, I'll do you so Quran or this one, Kunfaya cool. Live on my life. You take the phone, the better thing, give somebody, as come and take toilet through. God will punish you.
Look, the MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Wusu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubuahe, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just Sankwas. The MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Wusu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubuahe, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just Sankwas.
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 3:27 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:27 in Ghana. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We're also live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are streaming live on Facebook. Search for With Audio Respect page on Facebook. With Audio Respect page, you get us live. We're also streaming live on radio. We're live. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You'll be part of tonight's show. We're streaming live on iOS or on Apple. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We were live on TikTok a minute ago. They took us out. It's normal. So on TikTok too, you can follow our page, Kevin Taylor _WADR. Kevin Taylor _WADR. We're also live on TikTok tonight. Tonight's show is dedicated to Ghana. You are the sponsor of the show. I am your host. My producers are called the Ghost Team. We'll be delving into issues, very important issues. We will be deliberating, breaking down the issues to simplify them for you to have a clear understanding of what is happening in Ghana, especially Ghana politics. Tonight's show is going to be packed. Tonight's show is actually packed. Not going to be packed. It's actually packed. We have lots and lots of things to discuss. We'll be playing some audios, videos. Ijapamesa making some very unreasonable statements. Richard Ahiagba also supporting his statement by making another unreasonable statement. We have stories around NPP. We will be talking about Ghana Police recruiting. We will discuss something about Ghana Police service. 24-hour economy is going to pop up today. NPP, is it a tribal party? It's a big question they've been trying to solve. The NPP, as we all know, is a tribal party. They keep defending themselves. They were defending themselves in power, and they are still defending that statement in opposition. It still tells you, or it should tell you, that the party is a tribal party. John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic, is out of the country. A statement has been put out by the Jubilee House. We will discuss that issue. We will talk on our energy issues. The Finance Minister, through the government, through the Finance Minister, today made it clear that our energy debt has been cleared. Tonight, we will take our time, break it down into small bits and pieces, for you watching me across the world, in Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, to have a clear understanding of what is actually happening. And also some few stories on DVLA, Agenda 111. Good for Oil is also in here. The Governor of Bank of Ghana, Mr. Isiama, today, Dr. Isiama met the Public Accounts Committee. He gives clear accounts, good for oil, good for reserve. We will be talking about it today. The losses and also the way forward for Ghana. This show is packed. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We are still live. If you're watching me tonight, we are back. And you will show me, I'm Eddie Kevin Taylor, and I'm able Jumadi Huchiame. Midi Huchiame, Omo Bomichi Domino, you're from The Ghost Team. Omono Machirin Semono, Eddie Aswami, and member, Namimbe Jum, Emma Ghana for Ehu no Creno. And then Semna, Yebidi Hum Common, Ghana Hun Sem, the echo, and the bar, the call Paul or Pele, and no any Jum Ama Ubia Ehu, the echo. It is sometimes I have reading messages beyond a mystery. Now, and there, Jumedia Yebidino Efa, a year, John Dramani Mahama are buying a year, and a more Omutua, a year, and a more dingy. From 2024, John Mahama Ewini election 2024 no yenye we say dum so eko na bibi inti na sebio osofo sebio okanya mesem eye asori dem a na we yini ato nchen ebia na oba bi etinani ma we ba ne nantem ni nyina ka ho ene de boa ekyekere ho sebio nyame nsem ede ko oso ahememu bibi inti na NDC ba ban mu no ebesi nde dum so no unhu bi ende obohu se yedum kanan kitinkiti bi kura na eye oman no eye sebio intentini a omoye maintenance any changing of transformers and ebia ama wokania edum inti ye ka eye nyiramunkania a sebio ema oman bia ekorenima eye NDC aban abon humodin ye papa na enya kwa eye dwumadie ene edwumaden a nipa bi ede hyemu the energy minister Mr. John Jinapo, the finance minister Mr. Atforson, and the almighty John Dramani Mahama and so ede ne nyansa ede etnetene nyoma ama Ghana ye fa yentoma pa efra ende dwumadie no insem bebre wo a ye beka ho nsem Ghana Police Service for omofa eye prosi for amama Johnny Ghana Police Service na prosi for ye be for mu ede na ekoso na nsia ena soldier for fa omde a sebio atoyenchem kakresi ya soldier for penyin the CDS no ede the nice for ma nyoma ekọ tetin police for no esua bibi efrimu ama ende ye fa enkwara police ede na ekoso eno so ye bebo ho dewuro ende nwumbre God for oil ho sensem aba Bank of Ghana governor oye penyin a odi Bank of Ghana no ende okoshia parliament omototo na no ode nsem bi ebeto abontene ende ye be kire sansem nim good for oil no mfaso be nya wo so ene eye good for reserve no eno so ye nya ho mfaso good border abe eboa Ghana we ene nsem a ye be di ho nkomopa ende enye eye nwumbre agenda 111 ho ensem enso wa ha eye NDC sebio eye party a omo ye yiyimu ana omo aban mu no omo ka ho asem ende omo da ho ka ho asem ye be ka ho nsem ende nwumbre nana bi enso e picture nim wa ye fochi te se dansen obi ate say ejapa mesa wanum wi abodam one Richard Ahiagba DMPP ni ma sebio kan nsem bia sometime no ensi so ende ye bobo mo ano nsem na ya kirikiri magana for ehu de eko nsem no abo ape so ewa ha ama ende nwumbre dwumadie no medine fenchem ama sebio obi ehu say Ghana mu nsem no enti sebio ende ene first time a wo hwe dwumadie we a eno me na ye from Kevin Taylor no what me din de bia utimi de anankofo di matem na amanfo se masosa adanko first pa na fon amafon na hwe me di mama ya brak enso onyame adum nti ende uhumi a unyanka do bema wo faase anase oba na oga se abena brantie die na nka unya de dia sanka efie nka ho atoyo doko se abrantie na hutwa se eno saa onyame na aye ebia ompem asem umba anasa obaba no so benya bema foforo ene na ware ene na tena ebia do benya no ho tan na sebio de wiase de enye ene fa ye ne yi enti so oba aware na se bema no ho tan kra aya fa me past no etu nhofo na ka kire obaba no se ya Kevin Taylor the beginning no husi bia no te na akwa no ho tan yi na nyame nti ene esewe omode bonti wabeduru ha enti kwame amoako de nkakra ebe ye ne ho tan kra da ne nchen sebio ne chinkasa ti se opuro kra wo ne nante sebio bema besiaba wohwe de tiko asepoma wodia ya bibia na ne ntena na nyame ene hwe nipa inti endo a wohwe benwumbre a okwa adome woka se brantie de anka me be na nkobo ne chi a anka enya de ketewa kra no onyame enhye wodin ende nwumbre adwumade we me ena me di meni age bedwuma we me do medwuma no ena wo so do wedwuma akronfo kra do medwuma na ye ne a onyankopon sebio waboye ho ban me abeduru eye sesemri nyame enhyira ena nyame so enhyira me na sisi ano black sheriff so SDA for omo black sheriff nyum no eye the version ena sisi a wo say in sorry bebre ni religions bebre ni tribe bebre no black sheriff nyum no ye start na ye create new versions na ye hu se Ghana no ye chichire where SDA mu black sheriff
Tear them down into pieces. What if you got this be? Follow me talkie or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every licking on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Nanya sana samaba, the good talk is a kweku samanan. What causing the trouble in the way gone? No time, I'm a talk shit ababa. Chocolate girl from Guyana, Jammy phone so tram in your mancasa. Wasi won jai maminda, me chata plane in Ramesonisa. Tear them down into pieces. What if you got this be? Follow me talkie or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every licking on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Nanya sana samaba, the good talk is a kweku samanan. What causing the trouble in the way gone? No time, I'm a talk shit ababa. Chocolate girl from Guyana, Jammy phone so tram in your mancasa. Wasi won jai maminda, me chata plane in Ramesonisa.
Just say, I don't know. Different now would try. Just say, when a ting ting, a woman a singing a dinging. Wait there. Sibia Eko Kona, Black Obu SDNA, Black Obu Elders, they are dead there. Wait there, wait there. Black Obu Samaba, a wing and a wings and a sangang. Wait your best, I wing a house in a toa. I Mama do bow. Bawo miawe munafiki, mozo na man na munafiki. I'm just Babu Gomra.
Tear them down into pieces. What if you got this be? Follow me talkie or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every licking on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Nanya sana samaba, the good talk is a kweku samanan.
Menkasebo miaye munafiki na winya butra 38. We don't share a year in Cremonibia and a house in Ibia or support about mia. Munafiki, Mahamud na nafiki. Where there's a Samira de Baumia Ufia. Navia, Samira was your free child of Besrana. And you'll be crying. Yes, that is show. Samira was your free child. Now, almost say who's on me a Ghana for some of my I'm on Bessie who's on yet or a child for almost on the home be free. I ain't he. Samira was for the bar. No, I want it. Baumiatia. I don't person Ghana for the baby before the baby almost almost a Ghana for say Omoya foreigners. Ain't he? But now Baumiamon and Nafiki. Baumiamon and Nafiki. Wallahi mama Maudu. Oh Samira one Nafiki. Bawami mama Fiki. Bawumia Sangarafiki. Oh, Wallahi, Mamba Bound, Mansar and the Bonson, Marikiki. I, it is hard over of your Bawumia Monafiki.
Tear them down into pieces. What if you got this be? Follow me talkie or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every licking on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Nanya sana samaba, the good talk is a kweku samanan. What causing the trouble in the way gone? No time, I'm a talk shit ababa. Chocolate girl from Guyana, Jammy phone so tram in your mancasa. Wasi won jai maminda, me chata plane in Ramesonisa.
What a big is that is your Vitavia? Ah, Vitavia, I go for. Yeah, Yanko Boy, watching. Not mean to me, Ghana for I dare no TikTok, you Jamua. Yet to add a Crodia son, inti, hey, concentrate, hey, Kevin. And you're a bow between me, a bow between me. But woo me, I'm on Nafiki. Ever say, free me, Tim, I'm starting show. Hi. When I'm Marco for Samaba. Bawu mia on the fiki. 38.4 the Yankana Munapu Muhammad. Muhammad Mama. Bawu mia on the fiki. Wallahi. Where do you go? Bawu mia can be with Sima. Aye, women's organizer. Aye, it is possible. On baby show that right. Mahmoud Baumia. Mahmoud. Mahmoud Mafiki. Mahmoud Malahia. One chidi and a binchi. Man waniki. Just say, and you Munangasano, I am Mahmoud the Busia for you. All right, now let's take our business. You are still live. Alaji, Famo Nianjim. Gigim. And then I mean, I'm sure you to me. And the Monday pow. Sibia is go for your show, but bra brero, and onim, and a Ghana, and I Yabutre, I know that work cancer. They say, go here, a month for a I know him the Ghana costume, and a BBU, and Ubia Yadi, and a Ghana and yet Yabutre, then yet Ube Winter, Ubestatia pro every woman, Yabutre. Relax. Eden ya pro, you start decaying from inside. It's nyabotre. Obia nyabotre. They intimate chirman yankasa away trim. They chirman. All right, mommy and Francis so. Egigim. Oh, I didn't even say good evening to people. Good evening to every single person watching me. Obia Osha Benyubrebia. I know the whole Ghana. Obia Esha Kevin Taylor. Any ghost team. No, I really appreciate you guys. Obia Wahenyubrebiano. Good evening to Miankasabe Papa Okaka Ben Ando, the Paramount Chief of Abra Asebu Kwamanka's traditional area, Okaka Ben Ando, Oshemi Enyubre. Good evening to Mema Me Enso, Ikuya Monica. Good evening to Otum 472, Nana Odeshi, Chanchan Hine Maba Kevin Taylor, Nana Che, Imbena. Now, I said this year, Cauda Bacobas Aboso, Medonana, lower king, O2 for band, so nice boy, and I was Medo, said lower king, so Odinaco school at North Carolina, Osia on Abro for girls, no, didn't commodities, I was so Abro for girls, no, say we are say the baby a day, into a banner so Osia, they were ink abruchate, a Kobibia safe, Bibia clean, ice of one Hano, or no son in Crata, Bibia Janasunti, we also protect the lower king. Sebi o de man ba abrofo man ba bibiri boys bibiri nanam so ame ene eye kejeti a woni djuma ebe mo so eye omo ewo eye apakan ni nti problem no dey nana everything good. Good evening to eye 02472 eye Madam Julia. Good evening to you this very evening. I really appreciate you too. Midobia. Good evening to eye Mr. Boache oyo hene ewo eye Ekufuado kurom ho. Mr. Boache o say man tight be Chebi hine, Mr. Boache, I'm waiting for the penny. Nana, me chia when you marry. Nana, voice again. I am no better that. Ain't me chia a year. I'm waiting for the penny. Nancy and Nakasa and the voice of form. Nana, I am no better that. Any I go group over fine. Ain't me chia one so Nana ewo a year. Chebi michia togbe afedi ono so michia no ohine kese a owo ahuna memu ono so michia de bia na brefinidin give me his name the king of the volta ono so michia no pa michia ya na ohine kese a owo srew ya na nana medo michia o sebio onana Kevin Taylor meba Ghana bia. I will do my best to humbly come and visit you in the north the yana also medona pa Michia for my hene, Michia Nzema for my hene, ohine kesi oho, Michia I am from Ghana, Obia, Eastern region, Western region, Northern region, Babia, Savannah, Greater Accra, Michia Gamanche. Michia eye bonofo manhene ono so michia no pa michia eye o manhene a osaye judge a sebio na no ate a na adwemu do eye do manhene na michia ende enwumre ena michia ahemfo a omaka omo Ghana sebio mi refi omudin. And I say a very big good evening to the Chief Imam of Ghana, His Highness eye Sheikh eye Shaributu, the most holiest onyankopon ena sebio we yina amaye a odi enim sebio di yenim se eye nkrimofo e wo Ghana ene kronkron bia onyame enanim nipa kumem na onyankopon nim na kumem ene odo a owo ema Ghana. The Chief Imam of Ghana, onyankopon ebehira no, onyankopon ebeto no nkwam, onyankopon be mana tena se ache na empire sebio onyame de bedua no so ma de dua eso no so no sa empire no ye de a manifest e wo ya brabom. Michia eye impedifo mo Ghana nyina asofo akese my only eye papa eye Duncan Williams. Good evening to you. Good evening to eye Sofo Sansa. Good evening to you this evening. Good evening to eye good evening to Mr. Ajinasari. Good evening to the Assemblies of God Senior Pastor Wangdam. All right. I hope I got your name right. Good evening to the Pentecost sorry, Peñino. Good evening to Wonso. And good evening to Sam Crunchy Ankra. Good evening to Sam Crunchy Ankra. Good evening to Opambo 1. Opambo. Good evening to Opambo Takin number 1. Opa software or gentle pa Sibu Yadina or see a man quara is used senior or dressier Opambo Takin the cuisine go to J untumi in shirt in film. Opambo 1. Opambo so Michao and a white beam naka. Sorry, a software Budino Cre, Mama Kajina Michiamo. Statesmen are more Ghana, and you bring Moshame Eufie, a papa Kufo, J. Ekufo papa, Medo, and also Domi. A dream baby, I know Yadrin, and so da, the war Kumuno, the warm papa Medo, and you bring Biabiano, Sakarot, and I will be another Krubin, which you can crack, and this to be a similar papa, a Wangasa Udoba, a Kevin Taylor. A dream baby, I will be do some out domisane, tia papa, auntie, me papa Kufo, so Medo pa, and a one of Bium and a Minchian or Ghana. Here for more Ghana, the minimum line, more Monica prayer will come out some come to me. Papa, Papa Kufosi, over to Mamma dying near the idea, which to play na mammy. Intimitia, into we here near Chon. And Escafoben Biam Naka, more Ghana Muscano. Atakra, Michiao. Atakra, it's been a while you emailed me. Atakra, email me na Yendim Como, na Yem Red Yabako, Atakra, Michiao Pa. Wanna be on a Minchiano, a year, I saw for Michiao Bia and Ameboa. There's this pastor, Otaiba a year. In fact, I think I have his picture on my phone. Sometimes there are some people, Omon Kasakesisa, and they are very quiet. I had an encounter with him during before elections, and there are some men of God in Ghana. They don't talk that much, but Omu to me the Omakuma toho na Oma Yejuma ama Omai, and you know me, I don't normally like to talk about people I encounter in my life. But this man, I always forget his name. It's one of the pastors in Ghana I really revere. Normally, he comes on Power FM. A very straightforward man, a very honest man. I'm so sorry I don't remember his name. But this man, I really appreciate and really revere. By the case will be na kuma etuho edi juma ema edien nipaku eni omaya. These are one of the pastors omon paye eni wojuma din. Apart from preaching the word of God and doing everything spiritually, helping to bring the NDC to power. No, he was seen on the streets of Ghana every single day, preaching to the people and telling them the word of God. To say ebehia sa omani ebenya a better direction. And this is one of the men I really admire in the Nyamesum. One of the men. I don't know his name. I would like people to tell him, say, I really appreciate him. And Ghana, we appreciate his work. And I know at the right time, no, Onyame fan so as a year nipa as a kra. And I know wherever his church is, we will do everything possible to help his church. Your friend, Dr. Didi is saying, I've forgotten his name, but I am very sure, say, Obi bet to me Edini Diamame. A very, very wonderful man. Meantime, but so once my boss of be din wa say me appreciate it so for na oye nipebia sebio within huni. Enti I would like to say nyame enso embo an bibi obia any ejumadin or to help this government come to power. And I will tell you, he's one of those men of God that they really worked hard. And I think the Dini, I'm trying to get his name. Prophet Nana Owusu Ajiman. I think that is his name. Prophet Nana Owusu Ajiman. A very wonderful man, very calm, down to earth man. And so and I hope say onyame betini ni machire no and then obeboa no e wo de oye nyina. Enti Sofo Ajiman, may God bless you and I know onyame ebetini nim at the right time. Now, mama yamfa adwumade no enhyehyɛ so. First one, it's about a year team. MP before a year press conference. Now, kojo upon kruma owen. Kojo upon enkruma owen. And then almost say ochina omama notice say omo be press conference. Naked press conference, the NPP. Kojo upon kruma and the fuck boys. These are the gay boys of parliament. These are the Ponobium boys. So our boys way so omoba another press conference and ochinano almost the naked one beba. Upon command the new no for the 7 DB. Now you they say do for when they wouldn't be crab then they would do for flat now pay about what board them. Into upon so and then in call for I already say the Bank of Ghana governor Abeka and the engineer who go for oil, go for reserve near the incident. MPP4 say Omoba Bay press conference. As you can see, press conference, Ebekoso. Press conference number 10,333,222. And no more the Baba Shishosno. Kojo upon Kroma, the Pono Bio boy, the fuck boys, the Pono boys, the press conference for Ebe Shishoso. Until we are waiting for them. Yeah, try omo say omode a year press conference because it's here gold for oil any a year gold for reserve ni nyina no ehun sensem Bank of Ghana edeba abontene there. It's upon Kroma and his group boy na as akwaba akoro gina no former land guard no on na your friend Jerry no MPP no or former land guard and first no bokro no just asase omo friend Jerry I think Bawi MP no and no a former land guard not in tam on say sesiano no on 20 tam biom to why to say I saw yare I enya san and body tier not in tam Jerry Jerry so the gine chiro no I said the match will be able to tell no a former land guard inti on say the nisu huja on the kobu parliament table bi no your friend no Jerry Bawi we jagbawe for MP no or a land guard. He's a land guard. On to me to be Bianca so on your land guard. Or bonko for poji or monsasi. Or with the moto to trust them to trum. Nasakan could take utomo. Why yes, sir. And their popo go for sana. Or their to abamano. Inti almo press conference because so as if what the Obian himself or tend to as to change the name. Inti also yes say tafu on a tafu MP no. Your friend Equa as if was a day. Also ne to adults change the name. Into omunyina ka ho no be press conference no mama yentwen na ochina sankwas no press conference omo de beba no na we take it from there. So this is the NPP fuck boys omo press conference no ye twen omo. Now what we need to know is that the Ghana Police Service omo a year recruitment bi a I was saying nyina no you're very excited about. Oh, a young man as who apply say opese Ghana Police Service to screen shortlisted recruits from January 12, and I almost started screening. We all saw how calm and how professional it was. And then the first day, and there's a difference. And I would like to applaud the IGP and always yet to Kromna se BBC. And then I also say sa asem BBC no ye betwa ho kakra na ye de akyekere o mine. Nim said the unfortunate incident I see here time and I recruit military for. And I also want to give credit to the CDS of Ghana. Senior promptly ultimately take action. Solve a problem no Emma recruitment in a course. So I'm talking about the military one. Time and Elwaka. Unfortunate incident BCMA and Korabishiro Munkwano. You could see how the CDS was able to use less than 24 hours to rectify the problem. Even though we cannot bring back the lives, at least we have leadership in the military to prove to us, say, when it's needed, say, people need to take decisions. A bit to me, a change narrative. We have leaders, and I'll give credit to the CDS for that swift and prompt a year reaction. After that incident, we saw the military recruitment, it went smoothly around the nation, and everybody was surprised. We didn't hear the talking points again. We didn't hear the attacks and all that. It's all by the leadership, the CDS and his commanders now taking over to make sure the right thing is done. And we all know what happened in the military recruitment, because we did not anticipate what was going to happen. Nana Dankwe Kufuor, the MP people for 8 years, they have starved the people. Ghana for police, soldier, fire service, akokra. It wasn't that open. People were struggling. So I think and then the BT soldier for the kakra, Emma Tama and Korane Bana, they were not anticipating this high number of people and Korane will be coming in there to get recruited. And then a mass has slept in the bar, But the swift response from the CDS and the Ghana military leadership, Defense Minister Bruja Jemfi and the rest, the committee on more parliament, share a year defense, a year the team, they did a very good job. Now, Yaba January, police force, police for now, and I find yenina yehu aban papa aba senia nyoma eko smoothly and for police for krama almost call a screening ya antigidibia. It was so perfect, professionally done. Even the young people who went there, majority of them tamana almost call a locations, respected locations to go get through the screening. They were scared because of what actually happened recently. But Omangasa echoed through the process, not catch the Ghana for say no. What they have witnessed now, we have to give credit to the government, give credit to the IGP, give credit to the leadership of the Ghana Police Service that they have been proactive. They did not wait for inconveniences to start before or more journey ahead. And they have been able to limit the number of people respective places to get recruited. And this is the leadership we want. A leadership that will learn something from our mistakes. A leadership that will show us, they are thinking for us. They are smarter and they are proactive. And that is what we are seeing now under the leadership of John Mahama and the NDC. The IGP or in the group, I would like to credit them for this successful first day recruitment exercise. And it was nationwide. In fact, some of the recruits, they actually spoke to the cameras. Ghana.
We all know the tragedy that happened with the military one. So initially, I was kind of skeptical about how the whole thing is going to be. So when I got here, I realized things were moving so fast as I was expected. Yeah, so we're all going some badges and the queue was going fast. So far the process has been so.
I'll say the process was okay. Everything went very smoothly. I think it was well organized. We were provided with seats and we were given some water and snacks also. So I think it's a good process and everything went well.
It was calm. And it was calm. It was really calm. Yeah.
So you didn't struggle to go through?
No, we didn't struggle at all. We were provided with snacks, water, and it was really calm and it was really good. As a matter of fact, what happened at the LWAC Stadium some time ago, we're thinking that we were going to be packed, but as we speak, we have morning session and then afternoon session. So we're able to contain the number of applicants that came this morning.
I would describe this process as one of the best process so far, although I didn't experience previous process because the moment we came here, I came here around 5. When we came here, the officers were here, they arranged us, they give us number. Now around 6, then the senior officer, one of the senior officers came. They even give us drink, water, snack. They made us feel so okay, so welcome to be part of them. Yeah, it's not something that pressured them or we are here to pressure. No. And it didn't even take you time to go through the process? No, it didn't take time. The people were moving. The process was very smoothly. It was just moving step by step, step by step.
Credit to Joy News. Now, this is exceptional. The first time amount for Yafro Musomumbra for screening. Now, Omoka say we were given snacks. Jack, you're so quite snack and a snack. What? You take away pan akokonsa. You're so to me Asantiakoko. Your friend drums, no, akoko shoulder, no, you two, and the idea toso. akoko sere no omo friend drums no sa akoko sere asante koko wohu asante koko brown na omo yese omo hotutu kakra no omo muade bi na akoko no mo petepete aduane no yesi snack no yeso kwa ye ma chips na ye di insu kakra ni coke kakra onuma na yasa busa please do you need more kese bi simple da under John Mahama na sa nyoma we si yesi yetumi kese obekona recruiter or no recruiter oba betwe ndi no akoko tuana no otumi bodom pem ka hey aban papa ni inti we mu nyina na kire say the government is a government abase kakra bi obetuma ye de aboa eye Ghana for mebunu ma obia sebio ne ho aka no ho no that is what is going on and what if from anka say num I'm saying we are being served snacks tete no snack near 7 or Jubilee House nko a and the kufu adne baumia na snack is 7 wo eye de GMPC board meeting snack e kire tough way meeting and say 7 snack Oba snack and the kufu adne baumia 8 years na snack a whole meal and the under John Mahama obi kope police ejuma yo ya man sika ofie so nto aduane ndi ya man no eye breakfast sika aman eye lunch sika sa police for nko aboti nyina obi a breakfast sika shed bottom the lunch sika shed bottom and the Ghana police ya to be catch some munji edian snack na Ghana police for no omo bibia different police for snack akoko abasa omo snack akoko sre inje so beko na take away ekutekuta omo onsa no yeso tene onsa nse ya say left no my onsa say I say police na oba no abodam aso na obechire inje so mo hwehwe white odo chena akohwe mo bia nko o ma nko nipa nko gu o ma problem ankosi ye ne ekọ ne ebechichi machiro inje so butu amobeti left yeso pejam so ne ye take away na sim eh IGP so ye bi Ghana ho left no I say take away na kosua tuem anase eye akokọ nsa tuem pull out no ma twa and say mo fam ra no now I say right no I say near the day ye the fork atu nsem I fuck pull in no acha do sa twa bem yes eat na yes okoto kwa say akono kra keke they say when nyina na John Mahama de aba na upe we na umpe wo pekaya motium. These are the things. On a serious note, it is so refreshing to know say aban bi aba everything is in order. Things are being done orderly. And that is all that we've been asking for. Not because we hated some people, because we realized that some people now to make these kind of simple decisions. That's all. Today, a government comes in, a new IGP comes in, a new leadership comes in, and they're like, you know what, we need to change things a little bit. We need to let Ghanaians understand, they say, we can help, we also protect lives. And that is what we are seeing. And a snack, and that is one thing I was a Ghana Libya appreciate about my way. And it's make Ghana for say if we allow the NDC to be in power for the next 41 years, because I found every 42 years. And if we allow the NDC to be in power for 41 years, we will see more development. Things will be situated well, and it will be difficult for any government, a party to come to power and do the same thing. Bawumia, Ekufuado, Canada, Japan, Brani Champon, Kentry, and the Japan, you will never get people getting access to power again because San Kofono, Yehumutsu. And that is why we keep telling you people, and yan tokwa, I'll say the Bianotia say, Yetichrimaya, Yedi, Enyansafona Chichrimai. We always need to look at the bigger picture. And this is an excellent start. We hope, say, as time goes on, it will be smooth, it will be transparent. People will go in there and feel, say, right, I went in there, I went through the process, say, I'm from Accra, at least the process was transparent. And that is one thing I like about the Ghana Police Service now. You don't see people or hear people come out to say, people are being sidelined. People are being kicked out. Some people are brought in because of protocol and quantity. Obviously, they are going to protocols, but we know the majority of the people will get a job. And that is what we have been fighting for. Transparency and majority of the people getting access to inhumacy. I would like to applaud the IGP. Even though there are some people around him, I believe, say, they are making him think, say, he's a tin god. He needs to understand the IGP. You are under contract. And you need to understand, say, being under contract, you should work extra hard than somebody who isn't under contract. You are doing so well. Recently, the arrest you are making, how you guys are even going after NPP armed robbers, conform committed crimes and the NPP are buying. Robbing Kofua, MPP, Dampare, already he's not going to go after them. No, I've seen you step back to go deal with such issues, and we don't want any court cases issue. The person who dealing with the issues. When you have the evidence, you have the fact, you need to go after the criminals. And I would like to applaud you, the IGP, for that. Recently, I've seen you arrested some land guards going after some criminals. Recently, some armed robbers were gunned down. I can see policing happening in Ghana, and it's happening effectively. So the IGP, I know you have some small boys who are always sitting in front of your office. Some media personnel. Some are from XYZ. They have made your office their office. Those people are not going to help you. Tell them to go back to work and do their work as a professional. Do the work because I know your experience and what you can do. And I don't want to remember some teacher in Afaho. So all that I am telling you and I'm advising you on is to make sure those coming from outside sitting in front of your offices, turning into PRs and trying to put some things in the system that are not right, tell them to desist from it, go back to their radio stations and work. You have done so well so far, and I want you to continue. Detach yourself from the media, some of them. They are not there to protect you. They are there because they are looking for something. Into what the why you man check? O start here a year police ejumane and woman. Obanyansa for you bunibe. All right. Now, I would like to say this young story way so. Mama mokope police ejumaye ne amo akokwa omfa nhye tissue mu na omfa nkofie. Ukope police ejumaye. Uko any several snack, uko be a take away the swag, akoko 9 million gum, any jollof, any kosietum. Unka say, oh, I am not hungry right now. Now umfa coffee no nyanke to ankodi. Where dear we are everything, the process was nice. Ochnamba betoye. And then they week no. Now, this is another story. I person come once. It's exactly 9-5 in Ghana, over US about 4-5 in the US East Coast. This guy, communications director of the NPP. Now I can't send me, and as someone I can also say, your friend Richard Ahiagba, he's an outcast. I want to follow someone peno, and I sent for someone peno. Into I saw about them and NPP. Onim baby a on fan the tunsi. About Mobabetuno, he will be kicked out because Gabi Enebeno NPP communications director. He knows nothing about communication. This guy is so daft to the point whereby NPP4A take a decision as a communication team, communication department, they don't call him. Dankwa Institute in the fake certificate, that was where he was working. This guy has no credibility, no intelligence. Even during election 2024, he voted twice. He was caught voting illegally. So this guy is a person, he has no credibility. In fact, Ekrobiswa and Saudi Arabia and hanging because election time or the fake ID. So this is a person who cannot be trusted when it comes to politics or the speaking on public issues. Now I can't say me, and remember, he is now the current communications director. The whole MPP, on a yom kasama for MPP party, that political party, Enkrantia People's Party, this guy on a kasamomo anguneni. Now I can't be. Now the one can also say, if I were Ken or Kaken OFORI ATTA asem, when a customer MPP, so or Kasa also said that is the stance of the party, the position of the party. Baby a MPP no ejina enie. Menko jina baby nkasa Kevin Taylor say the director of communications of the party akano. Eno na me dwom akyere me nuanama santefo. Abrantie we send obeka se Kufuado wu a okasama MPP. Sa abrantie obeka se Nana Komia ye gay a okasama MPP into ose agine tum. Sa abrantie obeka se Kojo Opon Kroma sebio ofa de yire echi epepono a we eno okasama MPP ose agine tum. So okasa Nana B akoto mansion miensa mo ba na jana. We oye MPP one kasama omo oka e ose bem. Sa abrantie obegina oka kire se eya party de team no ebia Paul Ademochire mo no mko asase economic drugs, hard drugs, heroin ni ade anajo omne eya nkofo bia e wo se agidi because one ne kasama den one ne kasama MPP. Now na asem oka nyina ama Ghana for atene se osi ono a oye communication director for the NPP no say na party no omo de ankomu susu se nka wo second OFORI ATTA oye osi if I were Ken or Toki as the communications director of the NPP or say OFORI ATTA, I would take extreme measures not to return to Ghana. Or see, Yenny MPP for Sankadani Unipa and Kaya individual and Kaya OFORI ATTA, and Kayani, and Kagana, and Kayamba Beam after we stole from the people of Ghana. This is the position of the NPP. This is the position of the Nkrantia People's Party. A party in opposition. A party Omo finance minister. Ayadeng. Abedi Ghana so 8 years. Ghana for se omra na ombe yin one no. Party director of communications say. Omo die. Omo pese omo chere Ghana for say enisa OFORI ATTA ba. Sika we wia. Krono our boy no onfantina bruchri. This same party is telling you and I say, omo kasa yenti omo. Na yansantam to me sanfam omo. No mun kreti 10,000 OFORI ATTA and sanfamaye. Are you not shocked? Are you not worried? For a party that was in power less than 2 years ago, in fact, less than a year and a half ago, in fact, less than a year and 2 months ago, almost mitna TV so boldly. Ghana ni bi o Ghana bi ebu ofu. Ghana ni bi o Ghana bia and the eka say MPP ya kromfo asefo. The party stands for criminality. Yen nyina ye atwen say MPP betuma kire bibi say omunye a party that represent corruption, criminality, party representing Omambofo no. Their director of communications are better TV, so prime time TV. And Okache say, Omu MPP for ne die. They will advise OFORI ATTA say, Eniso tuni naisi Ghana. Adentra, Omu say, Omu Jidi say, Enisa OFORI ATTA ba beyin wano. This is OFORI ATTA who worked for you and I, worked for Ghana. Nanka wedi enupodi and Kenya. Now, Okasawi no. That is the message right now. All the people following Bawumia and the party, that is the message they are sending out there. In fact, they went for a meeting and the idea was say, or some about Bontina, Omobe changing narrative now about OFORI ATTA, the crime now with you know. And the party's position will be that ma OFORI ATTA ma. That is why right now they have started sending their surrogates, their party executives, their former MPs, their communication director. They will send Kofi Bentil, and obviously Kofi Bentil started this agenda. Kofi Bentil, the first person to catch Ghana for say, or no, a friend to OFORI ATTA and his wife. Remember, Bright Simmons, Kofi Bentil, any about 3 people, they are in a group with OFORI ATTA and then a family. In fact, last week, in the group chat, they were applauding Kofi Bentil and Bright Simmons for going out there to make it look like say gold for oil, gold for reserve. It is something scandal. BC. They were in the chat talking and applauding Bright Simmons. Nipa or started that conversation, that agenda was Kofi Bentil. He actually came out first to say, Senkoye can OFORI ATTA. And he said, can OFORI ATTA back to Ghana after Bonia Omwedi Ghana. Now, I'm sure idea. Now, this is what is happening. After Bright Kasem, we are before Bright, before a year, Richard Ahiagba, Ekasasem, no, and a former a year secondee, a year MP, a year Ejapamesa, or say, where is the law that says public officers must account? This guy is an integral member of the Bawumia campaign. This guy was the secretary when it came to PDS. Bawumia and making sure say bank guarantee no almost scrap it for PDS to be formed. This guy worked with Bawumia closely. Ejapamesa, PDS, Ejapamesa, or losing his seat because of we, any jantra, any chronontina, pamono every secondary. Now the agenda, also bekacha say Ghana for enche MPP for say. Ehifa ena imrachre say e was say so be ebana Ghana obesom Ghana e was say obebua contact Ghana. This guy is a former MP. He's a former secretary to PDS. This guy is an integral member of Mahamudu Bawumia's campaign. This guy worked close hand in hand with OFORI ATTA, with Bawumia and the Kufuor's government. Now let's go listen to this guy.
You see, he's right. This whole public perception, public prosecution, is what is informing potentially, and I don't speak for Mr. OFORI ATTA, his decision to remain outside the jurisdiction. Because listen, a lot of talk has been made. Now here, my good friend, Prof, make the point that if you've held public office, you ought to be able to avail yourself an account. You ought to be able to avail yourself and answer questions. Samson, you and I are lawyers. What law compels an accused person to even cooperate with an investigator who is investigating him? What law? What rule requires Mr. Foria? Are you going to please allow me to speak? What law requires him to even be present for anything? The burden in all of this rests with the Attorney General to prosecute and lead evidence to prove beyond all reasonable doubt that the man has a case to answer. If at that point he elects not to defend himself, the court can proceed to convict him. But we made it look as if to say he is under some obligation to be in Ghana to assist the investigators investigating before they take him to court. How is that even possible? We said all manner of things. Look, I'm for accountability. I've served in public office. A lot of accusations were leveled against me myself as a person. In fact, transactions that the government of Ghana was making that bore my name coincidentally. I was accused to be the owner of that transaction. I served as director for a company called TG Energy Solutions, which then subsequently went into a consortium with other people, won a transaction with the government of Ghana, and incorporated a company which has its own directors and secretary. My name was associated with it because I was in the public space. I'm here. But the fact that those accusations have been made, do they constitute offenses or guilt in themselves? Why are we doing this?
There's a bit of a difference, though. The state has not investigated and preferred charges. In this case, the state has investigated and preferred charges, at least on the part of the OSP.
I don't have a problem.
And the Attorney General is saying that one is even,
Is he under any obligation to appear before the court? I want to know from you. Is OFORI ATTA or any accused person for that matter under any obligation in law when he's charged to appear?
What do you prefer?
Certainly not.
What do you prefer?
It would be ideal. I don't have a problem. It would be ideal.
So his argument is simple. Embrabi OFORI ATTA say Umbra court that is his point as a former member of parliament who wants to come back to parliament. This is the same person who sits on public accounts committee board or committee and be interrogating people about their stewardship. You see how foolish these backing vocalists are? You see how foolish these people can be? Then nobody is accountable to anything. Nobody's accountable to anything. His argument is that because OFORI ATTA is being called to come and answer for his stewardship by the Attorney General, he feels that Emrebia Niwa Chinchaya, a second OFORI ATTA say Ombra. Oh, really? So then it means that's the understanding of these people. Say Omunya Tumia, they want to finish you people and run out. About in the next 10, 20 years, Sam Kwasiafo we mbaba bekachere say, Omo party member bi na Ghana for air tata no dwane ko sha abrochire. But also obi antata OFORI ATTA. OFORI ATTA is supposed to just come home, his motherland, where he was minister for 8 years, to come and just tell us, I know this, I don't know this. I know this, I don't know this. In fact, this Friday, I have doctor's appointment in the US. So give me 2 weeks, let me go and come. He should just come and do that. One day they will tell us that we were going after OFORI ATTA. Ebiana and Amuti TV so, and they are not ashamed of these things. He is telling us to say, Adentina, the Attorney General wants to question OFORI ATTA as we speak. Nobody in Ghana has declared OFORI ATTA say or guilty about anything. All that we are saying is that OFORI ATTA just has to come and do what? Answer questions. Now, if Sawa Sevo o Mino, our Quine Paso, na se undi bonnet, na wunya kromfo na wunye ria, What stops you from coming in person, the same country whereby when you were sick and dying, you told us that you were not going to let your post slide. You were still going to take your position and work. At a point, Kenofurata Kwasiampenyiwe, Nenimu Swaswai to say Mampam. This guy still told us to say he wants to keep his position because he loves Ghana so much, he wants to work for Ghana. And the umbrella, the same position the man na umpeso biabe for sa position. He should just come and answer some few questions. You foolish people are telling us to say, he is not under any obligation to come and answer for his stewardship. But Kwasiawe, any opportunity to run parliament, he will go and sit on a committee called Parliamentary Accounts Committee. Now, Ejapame Sakwasiampenye, Parliament Account Committee, no, sa Parliamentary Accounts Committee, no, yetiye, no, dientini yetiye. Dientini yetiye. Say, and they are from bra Parliamentary Accounts Committee. What is the reason why intia a man called Fobaho? And I think I can say, because the Auditor General audits every government agency, you are not supposed to appear before the Public Accounts Committee. Because when you invite the Bank of Ghana governor, when you invite maybe a gold board boss, when you invite any government agency, the CEO, they can tell you that I've been audited by the Auditor General and that Mrebia and Shamise, I should appear before the Public Accounts Committee. But they appear before the Public Accounts Committee because morally, one, you need to justify the reason why we should trust you or we are supposed to trust you in that position. So the morality comes first before even your duties as a human being. Morally, you are supposed to show the people that I am not a thief. So I will appear before the committee and tell the committee that this and this and that, this money has not been stolen, this is my stewardship, this is what I have done. But the moment Public Accounts Committee calls you and you refuse to come, even though you can say that you have been audited by the Auditor General, majority of Ghanaians and the person who appointed you will see that morally there's something wrong. That's why you have decided not to come. So it is not about we having strict or rigid laws, reinforcing those rigid laws to get people to come to Ghana to answer. Second of all, and the day I can say the OSP, you filing case against him, and Kosoba back to Ghana to say, I have not stolen from you. I am not a thief. And whatever you are putting out there, the perception you are creating, I can come and answer the question to prove to Ghanaians and the world that the NPP is not a criminal entity. But you people are telling us that today there is no law and nobody has any strict law to force Kenofurata to come and answer to we the people of Ghana. And Kwasiampenyi to say, whoa, Ejapamesa, Richard Ahiagba, you people want us to give power to the MPP. Now you come to minimum. Now more the Kwasiabi Kotina gold board. Now we are seeking gold nina kogu Jersey Shore sa. Near Casa Ombrambe Yanwa. No Ombakache say, Yenim Rebia Shan Kitten sa Ombrambe Yano and Moa. There's a reason why when people are appointed by the president or a government, they are given a Bible or a Quran to swear. You know the reason? When you listen to the words, when they are swearing, it technically tells you that I have to morally represent or show up any day I'm called to answer for my stewardship. This is Kenofurata Atta when Ekufuado in 2021 was swearing him in as the Minister of State and Finance. And you will hear the words, time and or swear Kenofurata Atta in. The words represent what you need to do. Sa and seminar when you are being sworn in, sa and seminar, morally, you need to live by them. This is Kenofurata Atta. Why didn't he decide not to take this oath?
You insert your name where appropriate and say after me. I do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I'll bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So help me God. The oath of Minister of State. I, having been appointed Minister of State, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will at all times well and truly serve the Republic of Ghana in the office of Minister of State, and that I by law established, and that I will, to the best of my judgment, at all times when required, freely give my counsel and advice for the good management of the public affairs of the Republic of Ghana, and that I will not directly or indirectly reveal any matters that shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my duties and committed to my secrecy as Minister of State. So help me God. And the final oath is the oath of secrecy. I, holding the office of Minister of State, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties, or as may be specially permitted by law. So help me God.
This guy took an oath, and in the oath, no, in 7 Orkano, he talked about serving the Republic of Ghana. A service to us. He was going to serve us. Now, what say we near Sebrana Beyi Onwanoa, or said that there are no laws. You foolishly sit on TV, scream your lungs out, and exhibit the highest form of foolishness, all because politics na full. And no matter what, I also defend a party that is full of pigs. Why do you how do you just say nipa na mote Ghana no omutio na kasa asemu ya nti esia no yatam to me mamo na we japa mesa kwasi ampanyi te se wo wanum wi ya wo sekani mo mapam na yatam gold board hye wunsem na ojantra asem otam gold board sikenya kogu Switzerland na odukoguo na okasa wetu akotena Switzerland na kasa brafie na be kirechi odwumadi a wudi ya so be ka kire se ye ne MPP for there are no laws, no obligation. Why should we hand over Ghana to such piglets with this kind of piglet mentality? This alone, Ghana will never think of voting for the NPP because that is the mentality now. Adwene edam wutimu a mo pesa mo decide ba power nie adwene ni nyina na say mo ma yetumi ye disika na ye be te second OFORI ATTA ye be dwane akosha abrochi efri say emra bia ni wa ese ye keten say ye mra da ben na atene gina TV so ka second OFORI ATTA is guilty of a crime in Ghana. Da ben na OSP ejina baby ka second OFORI ATTA is guilty of a crime. All that they are saying is that some allegations have been raised against you. Come and say yes or no to it. That's all. Just come to Ghana and say yes or no. The same Ghana na oyaria ye ka se twon na obi mbedi finance minister aka se won pene no. Come to the same Ghana, the Republic of Ghana. You were taking an oath that you would serve. No, what is stopping you? What is stopping you from coming to tell us to say this is true, this is a lie? What is stopping OFORI ATTA and a young drunkard like you, a dirty riffraff? Politics no. I was somebody Jimmy to chain. Now mo can no kura na say fine. Party this symbol no cry or sooner with Jimmy. Munipa umuomuno munye. But it is looking like more acted as a party this symbol. No. You are acting like an elephant that is crazy. Because more senses, my junior also the rational thing more between checkers. Okay, these people are now making sense. No? Every single day you drag the party through mud. When an junior Juma, Oya Ghana ni na, oya public servant in there, oya pensioner, obia obabeko pension in there, obia nisika eshe no under your regime, obia through DDEP nisika iraye, obia through your bad governance, the capital share, obia still they are in pain of the things you people did. How will you convince that person? Say the next 3 years, no uncle to abama, abra wakache and say, so what's up about the chronoa? So what's up about chronoa? And Mrabie niwa a show must say, Moon free my bridge in Brambe Ghana for ano. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Now you're to Ghana to some question of always so say NPP a party. Makacham say Omusa Omejimi. Omuninia no ma bodam, and that is the NPP for you. NPP Omusa Omejimi. Omunia no ma bodam. How? This is a guy or sorry or say I am a lawmaker. Hear how he's dressed. Look at this person. Jimmy. And I know Ghanaians are listening. Hey, my man can be being Ghana for. NPP for. I know you people are doing everything possible to get the listening ear of Ghanaians. Munya. You are not going to get it. Because one, every single day you keep burying yourself deep. Every single day, say, Sebio, Senani Humusamuye before, Moya Crom for, Monshada Muadia, Enimiansano. You have still not shown anything, say, you are not what we believe you are. You people every day expose the foolishness in you. Through your utterances, no, Obia who say, Wankasan say Munim Diamope. It is not a political party, it's like a cluster of foolish men and women who think they can take advantage of the Ghanaian, or because in the name of politics, you know, say 2 8 years you ha, or say 2 8 years you ha. So in your mind, you know, it is 8 years. Into NDCD 8 years, you have 8 years. Into Mujimi, you know, Madje Jimine awa way too, Ena modernam. Still, you still don't understand the new Ghana, the new politics we are doing. The young man watching me, you know, he wants something to hold on to. And now when I want to catch a new more ding, you top it to 10 for 2 cities. And on the S stand you need to go beyond that. You need to prove to them. Before I got a Nina, who is a Jimmy Betsion, one, I was so prove a chance of win Jimmy. How are you able to do that? How will you be able to do that as a political party? Because I now brought you being an autumn with Jimmy for. Owusu Bempe being an old Jimmy for. Miracle Abuaji being an old Jimmy for. Amadoku being an old Jimmy for. Akosha Menu being an old Jimmy for. The leaders of the party itself, Mustafa Salam being an old Jimmy for. Salaka Minime Biosu or Jimmy for. The party itself does not even have a chairman. Mamenka se minjamunde. I didn't want to tell you people this. And where the Abiba Paku for Kamenka Bameka. Do you know, say, the NPP as a political party? Most sorry, Muria Munko Bisomo. Omo chairman, Now, what was say on your Jumani Biemno? What's his name? Intim, you're saying? Give me the name of the chairman now, who resigns this year, NPP for chairman. Give me his name before I move. I don't keep their silly names in my name. Intim, Tim, what's his name? Give me his name. Namen to us, me be boni di ndeka asem no. Namu the reason why I was resigning. And yaba pako phone him sa asem we. Inti. Yaba pako phone him sa asem we. Inti me ka. We do him say any sen can make by meka. It's Stephen Intim. Thank you very much. Who is this? Asari Oliver. Now, my mention Stephen Intim. The reason why Stephen Intim issue no enkoye. Do you know say? Mena woka Sunday. J.A. Kufuor, Yawapa Kufuor Nkwana stopping the family of Stephen Intim from coming out. Do you know why? The NPP as a political party, they poisoned Stephen Intim. T. Yawapa Kufuor is the only person intervening. The family of Stephen Intim, they want to come out publicly and have a press conference and let the world know, say, Stephen Intim was poisoned at one of the events our MPP organized here. J.A. Kufuor is the one standing between this action by the family and the Esiro. Now, say J.A. Kufuor and Stephen Intim family about out at a press conference. I'm a Ghana for you who say Stephen Intim was poisoned. That is the reason why Stephen Intim resigning as the head of the NPP as the national chairman, no, the party wrote that long statement. They were sending a message to the party, say, you people, you have poisoned our son. You have poisoned here this year. So I'll go back now, kind of letter now, family release here now. They were saying something to the party. J. Kufuor and I stop it, Stephen Tim family from coming out. And Sameboa, moi Muslim interview president no Chinamko Busa Kufuor. Me papa, I know, say you know, I know, but I have to say it because o party no, omudin kwasi asemdodo. The NPP poisoned Stephen Tim. It is papa na months and obewu. And the family near investigations, no, omuko say one of their events, no, and omudi edi indro egu ninsu manonomie. So they know, and Kufuor is the only person protecting that issue. Sema manem babontene. Modi amopa ochina monfrɛ Stephen Tim ebusuafo na mombusa won sɛ asɛm we no kra na sɛ nya no kra. Mo amo asantimem radio for MPP radio so monfrɛ mo. Monfrɛ Stephen Tim ebusuapanyini. Monfrɛ eye JA Kufuor office. Na monka sɛ Kevin Taylor wabodam wakasa asɛm we no kra na sɛ nya no kra. Na memma mo information foforo. The NPP after they poisoned eye John Kumano, they poisoned Stephen Tim. You know the reason why they poisoned him? My man can't show. Mumunim nyoma ni mo MPP mu. Kwasiafo. Stephen Tim said say ompene emomo impose Bawumia ewo mo so. And that Bawumia going to 2024 elections and they were not going to win. And that he wanted the elections to be free and fair. So when Stephen Tim announced that, apart from him being part of the elephant group, no, he's one reasonable gentleman. So who's studying the political life now? It has all been about Onyamende Denenam Edna Bedu Baby Oduno. Into the countless times or call for contest when we know you never heard him sit on radio, do this dirty politics of going back and forth with people. He never did that. Because I don't know believers say and or still believers say so Onyamen Frewa. So he always believed to say at the right time, so we did 90 years cry Onyakopo be chairman. So when study Stephen Tima, now the principles in here, Yamfa Edian, a quine passo, and Bibia near for party in general, or your OG MPP member. Now, tell us Stephen Tim, Obama 2024 elections, no, and Obama and Tembakacho more meeting will say, you know something, we cannot force Bawumia on the people. We cannot sit here and make it look like everything is rosary. We should make the election free and fair. That is when Omka says Stephen Timia Alan Cash Nipa. That is when they poisoned him. Unim bibu MPP mukwasiato. What one also now dimi matem. Unim dem nimu MPP mu. So that is when they poisoned him. Mame chero adiebi. So I person chero what is behind Stephen Tim poisoning. Nana ma chero. Mame mfa unko back. Nyame bu ana me person me catch me se me person mu wie mo primaries no. Na mu wie mo primaries na. Na ma chero ma adiebi o Ghana. He. Letter na the bush of release here ni. Now, mame chero one part of the letter. Me chero they have poisoned Stephen Tim. Stephen Tim bush of release letter no. In fact, let me minimize it and read the caption that was shown. Mokai, in Tim family, letter nini. Mokai sa letter we. Ha. Data omutre na 16th of June 2025. And release this letter we. Yeah. Now, Shade, mami ready baby I am marking ready. Thank you very much, team, for bringing this in. Say, asam na ibusuafo no tro omu letter nim. These are fucking dangerous people. Now, see, although not official, it is well known that Mr. Intim is not well at the moment, and his condition requires time off from active professional activities in the interest of medical attention and monitoring for the time being. Almost say, munyina munim. Asame busuafo no chom letter no say, minim se munyina munim say, aya Stephen Intim the home fano. The party knew from the past that says Stephen Tim are poison. And Omoka said, Sesia no munyina munim no. Jarena abeton sun ye nyina nim say be hia say be nen kakra. Na ya so ne yare na no because munyina munim de o kom ebusuafo no letter nie. We 2025 may they all come back. Na ma sure why the MPP is a foolish political party. They have poisoned the Stephen Tim. J.A. Kufuor na stop family no from coming out. Now, what kind of second paragraph? Oh, baby, I'm marking it red now. I'm almost say, therefore, in compliance with his professional medical advice, therefore, in compliance with his professional medical advice and in cognizance of his demanding office, we, the family members, do hereby request that Mr. Intim be temporarily excused not only from active office duty, but also from outright party politics until further notice. I must say, therefore, in compliance, the doctor etuomufu say yareno poison ni a poison papa no mama ne ntwe ne ho free MPP dwumadie biemu. Almost say ebusuafo no chole na bra MPP no. Almost say doctor na advice ye de hye ne say senior omudi aye no no e wo se otwe ne ho free MPP no omudwumadie biemu ontwe ne ho free mu. Party meeting, party rally, party conference. Almost say doctor ne say enime ya no ontwe ne ho free party nim. Nanso asori ye program obetuma akọ. Nanso sebio nadamfo bi ye party obetuma akọ. But eba party wey omudwumadie as chairman no enime ya na doctor say ontwe ne ho free because omunim say party na poison. What did me matter? Ombeku sa no ma. Interne, mama another breaking news. Amu wi prime minister na stories bi ado be bremo no. Mo amwo party mu bedwane. You are dealing with monsters, dangerous monsters. They murder people and laugh about it. These are crazy people. Amu wi prime minister na be de nyoma bi be kire mo Ghana. Party no ebe gu one day. We are here. Wodi mboni an go for we di. Me say samose me boa. Mo amo say but the more interview president, yeah, the interview Koliko Kurano. Or Chinamona more access to J. Kufo. Mova phone and Panamaga, Papa. Ya perceive be interview, ya can't send me out to so. Ya say, Kevin Taylor say, Stephen in Tim, ya poison. Nebusi and 4% babon Tinbecasa, now also 1 penny. Ya no crown and no pre. Never Paco for your bear matter, some non casa me bois. Now, Omenko enim. Into China, Mosara no pa. Monfre Stephen Tim Ebusiafo no, omeka kire mo. They want to talk. Ya papa for jao mo. Na omo ka no kre no. Na omo ku papa no, omo poison no. Kofo ya na poison Jonkuma, enkofo ya na ku JB Dankwa, enkofo ya beku eya de Kennedy anaba omia, omeku omo. I know the NPP. Sir Kennedy Aya careless MPP before kwan bi so kuna to atwene. They will do it. They don't care. Aya normal in a party. Me MPP ni na nka me dan any omo ko back omo kumi dada. Omo dwame rough. Nko for omo dwame o. Ai. Enti sa party way, the National Poison Party, they will kill you. Me say ochina mo fret 17 mebusuafo. Mo dia mo fret ni anom no buso mo behind the scenes nka say Kevin Taylor say poison wopa. Mode mumusomo unuano mode mumusomo ameka kire mo ye papa go for na kata nyoma so mame ko benim now mame chama dia foforo bi hwadio see NPP how unstable they are. Bako say NDC 24-hour economy policy is a photocopy of former President Akufo-Addo's Ghana Beyond Aid. Boy we Dennis Miracle Abuaji. First, I'm just Abuaji dini ye dimbi anka. Ba ye pobi manako kasadi ni munyabe Abuaji ntumi fa bibiamba. Me catch up was about Baumia. I relegated the Manganjabo. Mahamudu Baumia campaign, obo yine sinchain, omo yakwa we sinchain. They made them understand, say, boy, we say Baumia campaign. When was the last time you saw him speak as the person heading Baumia's campaign communication? I told you, they know, say, he's a criminal. Or pocketing over $4 million election 2024 in the name say communication will go down. Baumia friend Busan went to mama answer. And now Osani obi e pre oba ho Baumia team no ofe answer. Okodi obi yere ni ache no. This guy, your friend Dennis Abuaje. Now Tiasembia will be in an oka. Or say 24-hour economy now. These same people who some say they should define it. What can I say? NDC for raising 24-hour economy. First time. these people said, there's nothing like 24-hour economy. Mukai. And I bozigi Jimmy Nuko Jina Srim. Or yeah, concert. Manfoka said, Nana Juni Jumana, Mukai. Chema won't be Beatty, Baumia, Omkojina, 24-hour economy. Omujimi Omuka Krafe, Omuniba Omoso, they stop talking about 24-hour economy. And then the idea Chinya, Miracle Abuaji. And I could for no DC, ya Pamono, for corruption. Ya Pamono, ya man dismissal letter. This guy could not serve over 6 months. This boy, today, this guy, he wants to lie to everybody because when he be, Makacham say, MPP for Yamu Baomias or a cash cow. Sir, I can follow more parts, Mamu Baomias or a 10 unim yansa. Until they are using him to make money. And this boy, even though no Baumia are relegated in a in channel, he is still finding ways and means to make money. It's right now on a my Yadikwa forum, Yadikwa program. Mokai say, yes, and I saw quite some question stages say, and the Amuchile, Mokai, remember me, in Kofobina and small boys, almost say, Ekufuado, Eddie Free SHS Aba, we mu dear, Omoko school, Ekufuado Abo, later, Sanko for Baka just it was a lie. No? They are doing the same thing. But let's concentrate on this. Abuaji nye di ebe to me abafi abuaji. Ya abuaji. Now tie. Abuaji de si abono ne aji. Enti wo po bi okuta din emu odu, eko obedu. Okwa kwaji to me aba osi abuaji. Now abuaji akasa, o say 24-hour economy no. In fact, sa policy idea na John Mahama ne NDC de bae no. Eye Kufuado Ghana beyond aid. Mesi wemu, oma bodam. Me say, NPP4, 90% are insane right now. They don't know where to pick it from. Abuaji say, and then the Okache Ghana for say, 24-hour economy na almost say enye juma. And so called passport officer. And then the whole Ghana, your passport centers for Ghana, 24-hour economy. Ni binono. And the Oko Temapota, 24-hour economy. 2 o'clock, Oko Porto to my Cleo car. And the Oko DVLA. 2 a.m. Ube to me akwaya edian with Juma Oho. There are so many agencies and organizations and government institutions they are working 24 hours. Passport office. So this is the same MPPR. For some time now, now 24-hour economy anyway. 24-hour economy. Now it's a 24-hour economy anyway. How do you know, say, it was born out of a Ghana Beyond Aid? Now, what is Ghana Beyond Aid and what is 24-hour economy? Ghana Beyond Aid is simple. Yanko Bobby Siabium, Yanya be creating Juma, near the Sika Aye Juma. How is Ghana Beyond Aid the same as 24-hour economy? But in the first place, you people never acknowledge 24-hour economy. Krampo say, nyansa pobia, bibibe to me free maba. So, sir, if you don't acknowledge 24-hour economy, the idea, how are you able to equate it to Ghana Beyond Aid? Actually, with Jimmy. Now, the same MPP, look, Mustafa Salem, 24-hour economy, a scam. Now, I split these two stories. Now, Abuaji said, 24-hour economy, no, and one Ghana Beyond Aid. Ono, and oya MPP for Baumia ex Baumia Kasama for Mustafa Salem, on the National Youth Organizer. Ono say, Mr. MPP ni. 24-hour economy no enya no kre intesi ano yenya modeng. The people are naturally foolish. Menkwa 24-hour economy ba ko say Ghana Beyond Aid. Party ba kumo. Another person so ba when we na executives so ono say that be 24-hour economy nankasa ye scam. Now how can you tell me say idea near Ghana Beyond Aid a mama idea? Then you tell me, say, the same idea and a scam. So you want to tell us, say, Ekufuado Ghana Beyond Aid region, a scam. You people are stupid. These are the people. Abuajine Kwatiboto. Some men give me from you. Sebujain Bako. And Abuajia Kotrani Guneniase. This is what they want us to believe. This is their politics. This is the NPP. And this is what they want us to all come around and say, yes, inti yankotoma baumia. When yankotoma baumia, no, this is what they want us to look at. When I'm say, yes, oh, nice. Oh, inti Ghana Beyond Aid, no, and 24-hour economy. Hey, sign this for dear. Na 24-hour economy cross as I scam. Says, yeah, what? O say we are vegetarian. We the papa kuya also we take it. In your day, we are Baumia, we are American Muslim. We are Baumia. 24-hour economy and one Ghana beyond aid. 24-hour economy. It's a scam. And there's a sian we are Baumia na we are American Muslims. Mu you preko siana. Mu you preko so mu num preko ngwan. Ah? And people had to say more than American Muslims, eh? Mu you preko and so mu num preko ngwan. 24-hour economy is Ghana beyond aid. And the same Ghana beyond aid and 24-hour economy is a scam. Mu you preko and so mu num preko ngwan. And I'm bodam. You still don't understand the Ghana we are in. You people still think, say, yeah, that who want to me kind of Ghana politics, 1992 politics. But you said that who Insha FM kind of Ghana politics. Yeah, that who Hello FM kind of Ghana politics. Okay, that be all. No master sound. They see a man for to be king can't change the mo. They see no kind politics now. Yeah, imagine media me what me. Media me what me. Now first no me koto a year anka me fan car near for 300. And then I'm saying me ko fan car 600. Hey, what boredom. What pass us ko anka. Media me tiasie. Sa mo politics tantan na mo ye no. Ye dia ye ho chiri yo. Se sia na me fa force. Na sia force yi o na ho kronkro we use ho sa apetu pre. Force no first nansia na me kotwa na nipa gina so ene de betwa force na ofui atade nipa we wuhye o de ba yento a enso fa so ebufo me bu be nanka we you na ho a kire se sika na wunya ye no won fa so na wunya ye no wan fa nkotopo kre ansra mo bodam ha fa mo nkwasiafo bo ji se o mota wo a create kind of politics now no who you MPP. Yantiasio first no ni afanyoma me see me ko february ye gina so be heketia ye toni nyina na nsia mo me de ba eguo ne ho nkase ne ni achi ntoturo ye ndie hwe ne ho champomfie o hwe ne na esi fom ai se onante atacheb yantiasie ye ko fa force ba abuofunu ngwa don force Ghana omo politics no say ya no mo ye no we mu a
akuyecha metetafo na me baton fish ewo asafo market ya me be wa no hwe me da bia no pa me so dia o yem tiama me awia ne ama me eto afufu awime so ne asebo me efiri se dum so ba me ba no fish adaka duasa ne akoto agu kwa eti na me ba no onya sika ma me na me de didi efira no pa me ba ha me ni di yo eno ani bodo se hwan ana mbedu ha no mato bi die me ba nya sika ma me wo boss ante se de adwuma no nya dum so yi abrewa de me na ye nyira firi dum so me ti asi me de me sum ho de mu ya ansa me da fom birim mama adai adia ni aye maya wa abrewa ti ma me wonte se me a mama mi huna ma ni sei me te me we demonstration me kon ma kwa kama sam so a kire mama no hu me mabo na dum so wonya na me be ti me tan fishi wonya sika ma tari ani adi ana ma ba bibia na be te ase NDC fo na sisei MPP fo sisei na nti wo mama MPP fo no nyesa ne kura nyina ya MPP de wa mo beka ana nkrofo yo de ya ne kura nyina MPP me bati yesi baby di etobo engomo di anuma ko bu agu ni pa kura mu bugu ya wa de wa aboa what wona ne dai obi abu agu wa nya demonstration bibi amusi MPP fo na ye de sa ne ye woni pa wo mo woni pa che mu dia ene bibi amusi MPP fo na ye de sa ne ye woni pa wo mo woni pa che mu dia ene bibi amusi MPP fo na ye de sa ne ye woni pa wo mo woni pa che mu dia ene afa mu nsore so bibi amusi MPP fo na ye de sa ne ye woni pa wo mo woni pa che mu dia ene afa mu nsore so di mama so ntimi a wo nya bone eno ase me na me ka ye so me boa no nya
yomu ya ni o communication director na huni san we dey abrewa oh we dey sabrewa ontimi nchira ntimi kinkan or starting case from Kejetia, or the Roma could do Sodom and Gomorrah, Eddie Bepia Jubilee House. Satana Mahamana president, Wemo, your position or more position, vital vintage positions. Unis and where they are brewer, Henenim and Job, Ubo not campaign women organizer, Santasi area. Oh, so what is it? Otie from an opposite. Hey, Mahama idiot. No, I download it. Oti FM ho, oti OK FM ho, or downloading kwasi asama. Obete so mon ka bibia. Hey, Mahama idiot. Hey, Mahama idiot. Mahama idiot. O de for Mike ko tuara no. Obo say GBC na obusa the question no. Jandam. And this is the kind of jandam they did from 1992. Yani, yanyashi, JJ Rollins, no for suno kunipa, Rollins has no atakwa, Rollins ba kuno jinankrai, Rollins no change Jesus 30,000 times, or kumasu no kunipa, or takwa no kunipa, Rollins ba kuno jina srim, Rollins ba kujina kra, Rollins de, yantiasie, and obetra yempre, Nansiana, J. Ekufo, Otufo said, Naname do piao, Otufo ko J. Ekufo. Number Fukana, Omudi as some Syria kakra, and O two focus with the Mamencano crench menanum, Naminana nubi Jimmy, and O two for more history kakaka say, Monananum, na omu bia sie, Calabule time, no mu bia, omu sandy sie, and a soldier for Bexi or Monocaja, Adentina, omu sansi ni chow which into one casa monanum, na omu Calabule for, O two for Nicofone Kaya, Elko for fee. Video my batch order, I am Coco Shabro, I am Gako Yabro to see. Ya papa otum for nana me do wo de no kredie nana de no kredie anything am say me protect the lower king no ha no oba no de me protect nana me nsuro otum for kan no kre pempen okufo fi o say ye nana nom kuma se imbra eye soja ban baaye adekudie ntia ne yetwa nana nom bi ekire omu nyina ye de kalabulefo na ensa omu wia ntoa e de kohye dem ese mo nana nom no mu wia nsa ya kan hye jeje Rollins ti Rollins obeku ya ma memo onku obia Rollins ni soldier for na kromfo no mutata member video ni nchiro ana no so beka se medidi otumfo atem nana do me na me so me do no nana kan kura metim otumfo otekokko so onya otwedi ampokwa me ni asase ye abosom omonto nkom na nyini che me da wase saudi sa history no eto ye papa kofo fie ho ose mo nana kwa amiango kwa amiamo hey samre no na soldier ban Mr. S pull it for me. Oh, ila lao. Ose mu nananom kumase. Satan Yesusa, ni Yesusa, ni esma me yokoto to kele ule ni ade. Ye hu se ye bo ye maamenom. Sana ye maamenom no mu wia ntoa bia. Mo wia bia kosie. Ni wia bia, yetumi wia bia sie ko hye dem. Na soja fo hwehwe bia to, ye nya bi nto. Mo nananom wia bia wia nsa. Na wo pe bibia wia ko heaven a, wo sa wia nsa. Enya me kwasa hisu na menim, kanya otumfo na kan ka menim. All right, moment to aso. Enchechiremu, enye se bia metan obi. Asam no de eda hɔ a ne adwudwam. Ebia se na meka no na ebe mo ya wo ya, but no kwere na madwudwam no, enye adwudwam, enchechiremu no, enti no tumfo de do me. Na na me do. Otumfo kwere hwe me, enwumre yi, mensualization. Na me do, nsam no de mabo ape so. All right. Mrs. Me team ni say me man 2 seconds no mo fa video ni be kire. Asam eda hɔ. Otumfo kan okufo fie. Osemo asantefo mo amanyini o hey munim history otumfo dem de pen na otumfo asem no o say nipa de we nipa na se wudi nipa enim a se bi o be protect won kofo na ade ba kwa me de pe otekokko so na pia o me do me de pe otumfo asem no say sasem de da ho beka no kure na odidi akonwa no sa asem bi a se bi o odim se de all kan kran po no etia ono ana konwa kura etia sante a opese ne nchirima ne nana no hu no kure no se na be ya daachi bi no se bi oni wo no otoa nana no mo nsie do a obetena o ma na koma to ne yim every say ye de no kure na chichire man enti se o ka se adenti na odo tumfo adenti na odo tumfo a eye no kure die ene ne no kure ka ene senia opese asante ehu se o se ye de ye nsema esi abakosem no echichire ya man ye ko enim no sa anwoma bi ye mbre bi a antwa ye no ye nya biem ene na ma me pe otumfo asem enti sa wo steady a thank you very much team for bringing the video ene tema otumfo ka kire asante fo se mo nananom ye nyina ye nananom no time Rollins ababa kalabule no mo nananom ye kalabulefo efuse ne ye nananom wiansa sie. Kase Kevin de bia Kevin odipe bia me de enchechire mu mo me enkotie nana me do enyumre wo hwe me mane susumina so ma me dwodwom nche ona nanom PZ for any South Central for no mu se ye do ene ye chechire Ghana no otumfo se ditu na nana o chire mu no mo me enkotie nana sorry wo ho wodwa nana nie
madam nama woni mi isi Africa bra beti o nana de said nzanu abra wompa na so na soja for no Rollins by 17 you go back and aquani na today no so if you for mercy cha abra sansa unya ni East Africa, David. I want to go here with government sanity. And I want to hold on some. I hold on. What is that? And I can't be over there. East Africa. Nama woni mi isi Africa bra beti o nana de said nzanu abra wompa na so na soja for no Rollins by 17 you go back and aquani na today no so if you for mercy cha abra sansa unya ni East Africa, David. I want to go here with government sanity. And I want to hold on some. I hold on. What is that? And I can't be over there. East Africa.
But over here, Nana, with their own castle. Nana, you get history no matter what. Or someone Nananom. That time no oma hodun se gumpase eno mu yin 1-1 inte wia obi enu ps and I roll is ne mrantie bra santimemu se ensa ye paadum ogana ye hunsa no akra briwe ye nsa no pe edu eye enkokọ pe na asa anya se insane ye no wonkran akra briwe number 1 Oxford Street ho ne ye no yesi ye fambra no obi enya kakra so de minimum na nsa drum kokwa nsa no efu ataban etutu intina Rollins monti ase se adene ye bodwa wa santimemu ye kekeka ya no a yenya nsa enkekeka ya no ye to nkora din kura ne yenya nsa mbom ketrema so ena Rollins se ndie momya nkwa santimemu ne yenkohwe omo ma hode nsa no ena na otumfuo kotoko hene chirechire mu no ose mo nana no mo nana your grandfathers and your grandmothers your ancestors no mo hode nsa otumfo so use word no or the justify na asem no o se no mo hoarding ya ka so obi hoard a we wie sie ai we wie esie you are hoarding or yi miensa no da kosie or yi four curtains no da kosie ne trimu po no enye agwa we ba mama da mama All right, about 10-2. Our Ghana, when we show no, you caught the second stage of the show. Got to go in the door, Nana. Now, the second stage, you know, NDA. Hey, Kevin Taylor, so dear. Well, MPP here, Munti MPP communicator. I sometimes can't see MPP one about them here. This is an MPP communicator. National security or can national security once a Munti.
1 year assessment for President Mama. The new woman say Ghana your insecurity.
Ade.
Me ade. Obetena konyana so ano o man ko for here as yewu ya. Ebepem ne.
We no dey say
Mame, obisam question. Mesi dia me mehu.
One fine, you know,
Esi Ghana. Mesi dia na esi o me press 1 year.
It is said, we are bad time. Now, we are ba a free more. What they can't say, my says, now they should become one. Okay,
Mimi and the bear were Mamenka. You Mama is up idea when you
are fast to free mono.
Yeah, because Mama now the mayor contact. If you need to appropriate what you want. So what by electoral commission in the car, what the book name to Honka say, yes, and you when you probably say you pass in the film.
And only were different, but I said they will be
assessment, be assessment. Every one year. 1 year in the President Mama administration. No, Miss Down. Security. And you won't go. And the animal I had in a damn way of me now. So I don't know. Let's make a government. What the assessment is security. I'm a woman now. That is security won't go.
China on the time.
And now why I didn't go. And last year, I know when we be a TV station with Mango for it. Well, communication over the power row. Then or Kasagu Mike him now, but now I debate was as when a COVID. Or to when I be a BSI radio, why when I be beside the way. Communication when or the power no. Waiting and almost omotata poyandoro. Almost a case of communicate to me communicate. When omopo, it's when on the convince enemy say Antoma Baumia, Sadia way. Then basa as a Casio watch. Then Casatan time, MPP for Ancasancasani Nimuno. Area oka creating no didi girls. Hey, I'm a cocoa radio so. Hey, and a paper fumi kutano. MPP ankasa no munimuno. Ah, intimu cries ya poison way. Na so we am poison. Where the soldier near ya hono near the naye a appetizer way. No ten kasa by heart. We mu no mo beso mo convince mu no. Ne omo message ni we no mo de be power. Na yesori ani akoto abama we mu. Nia sorry say akwa we do nyanso de oka ye di akoto enti yanto abama ba omia o de abama yanto aso MPP apokai. Now ya enter into the wagon and the asama ye ka se be kan ho asem no ebinie eye in some bebresi in there I feel say I will say ye kan ho asem. Now it's about the course so ewo parliament public account committee for Asia. Now, the first one we talk about, a way, a gigim 1.47 billion, 1.470 billion, and now a year and the NDC are buying a buy and on betia. Also, a platform, Coco Church, a buofunu, Mesu Bechurch medium. It won't some median in ya, now I call the Noko Church. Now, and the gun of what in Sembe Brima, Adani, Penchen, I will be a Canadian. Nadia Nekos MDC for legacy debt, energy sector debt. Yes, so but to be a dawe bin sida and no can some mammy out here in Yabutanam Jum. John Mahama Abba. And through the finance minister, they will say a cabia na a dying energy, a year in Yumunkania, your energy, a year in Kania, some any your petrol, summer, ya de soy and Kania. A cabia net dahono, you see, and the John Mahama buying in less than 1 year. Almost TF1. And almost camera for baby with TV, Sony radio. So now, Kevin Taylor Church, which say, Eddie and Woody Echo. Any, you can say energy sector debt is simple. And I say, our energy sector, and I say, legacy data. From Kwame Nkrumah Bresso, Ghana, Yenyemun Kanya Hon Sensemno, Debia Ekadaso. Nina say, Yede Sika. Ena yedi ma enkania gyina so na eba enkania sem wo Ghana from Kwame Nkrumah Bresso de bia no aban ba na se bi onipa bi di dwuma ma aban no se yen nyina mu nkania be gyina ne na so a e wo se saa edwumakuo no aban ema mu sika aban abakọ de bia aban bi beba a obefiri so no na yede eye saa edwumakuo ne ka efiri se ba nyina mu nkania anase power generation a Ghana nkwa yakoso mono ene sebio ye gas kakra e wono entumi ma yenka ne nyina so ene tire ofre bibi IPPs, independent power producers. Now sa enkofo no omo ye enyuma ko bi a omo so wo enyinamu nkane a omo ankasa ene eto ede fango ede den ede power san nyim nkania no na san nyim nkania na aya na omoton maye enti from tete no yenya eye san nyumakuo ni bia omo eto nkania kakra de so ye de ye nkania no so ma Ghana nyina yenya nkania omo de from IPPs no now san kofo no omo ni Ghana di adwuma bedi nne aban bi ba na aban bi ka so oh momma ye mon nkania kakra fa so nkania so na ye ma nkania ni nyina na so a sika a wo se ye de mom no ye tue bia na eja bi enti ema eka no pile over years 1992 ene ye to abayi JJ Rawlings koye na kofo baaye ekoye na Atamils baaye Atamils koye ena Mahama baaye ena Achichide ne baaye ena Mahama ba now aban bia ababia ede eye de sa eka ne bi beka ho enti yebusa ye ho se ebeden ne yetumi afiri saa enyiremu nkania ana energy ho eka we mu no da ben na yebetumi eyi yeti efiri ase now ye obibia ye frɛ no eye World Bank guarantee. Now, World Bank, omude sikebi ebeto ho. Edum pempensobi na IPPs no. Let's get me the right word. Edum pempensobi na IPPs no independent power producers no. Na fe omu nji Ghana ndibio. Debia moba na mabesre ye nkania ne de ye nyiremu nkania kakra mamo. Yeso fango ne de to e de power ye generators e de nkania na mamo. But moba na mokọ muntie sika ni nyina entiesi ya nji munni. Enumu ena eye World Bank etwa sika bi to 2015 John Mahama na ye president. Oni World Bank kasa ye say ye pese omo ye ni omo di nsa woso eba ye nkania a omo mai kakra so ye nkania so mai nkania gina so a ye pese omo gi yedi. Tesi omo nyina pese omo kire say e wo se ye nya sika bi de to ho a omo di omo ni beto so se ne be ya se ye bo omo de ye bo omo nkania ni bi besia na se ye ntua omo betumi age sa sika ni bi into World Bank $500 million de to ho say John Mahama Jennifer ko to ho se ne be ya omo amoni omo di nyiremu nkania nsa wo so no behu se muchi omo di kura sika bi da wa mo betumi de tu omo ka into 2015 ena John Mahama ne World Bank etna ase ena omunya sa sika no over $500 million ena omo de beto ho se sia mo a moma ye nyiremu nkania ema ye de kan ye de hom de echema Ghana no ye be de mo ka sa sika no ye betuma ye de ye betumi yibi na ye de ye de ye de tua mo ka ene na ma IPPs no independent power producers no enyina ba together say ende ye ne Ghana be ye adwuma enti eye companies bi to say eye Car Power, Twin City Energy, Early Power Limited, BXC, Menagia, Sanon Asogli, AKSA, and I say AXA, and I say Senate Energy. Sir, IPPs when you na can say okay. Say idea. John Mahama who from 2015 says Sikabi daho. Sagana bedi a car, Obetumi yisa Sikadi bi tia. Now omunya omfaswa na afi omasa de omfaswa kwehye. Now what happened? Yadidim dimuana 2014-15 dumso from Kofor time akofo kofa eyedie okofa eye asofo ko gina akosombo so omonkobom paye na akosombo no engina ne na so na nkane amra no from that time na dumso yi nani dumso unity from JA Kofor time JA Kofor ntumi anshada entumi ensi another bigger dam bi anase wenya another alternative to akosombo na sebio yenya yenyirem nkane afiri horo de oye ya ne say of our asofo so monko akosombo nkobom paye ene the famous akosombo prayer group ne baaye na ye JA Kofor MPP time we nya solution in fact in Brabim reading the State of the Nations address chiremo na all catch Ghana for say or kobo or try sen kobeji sika kakra fi Ivory Coast for ho na odi aye ye nyem nkane nanso ne nsan tumi anka ni nyina na ewom mekenkan ni nyina chire wa ha ye didim na 2013 14 15 dum so yi ni ti den. Eho ena ekue chamo started demonstration was antimemu e ka che Ghana fo nyina se yan kane na enho akwa atwe no e John Mahama ena ontumi hwe o man no so ena o ma e kane na akwa atwe saata na kofo aba wentumi asolve yenya e de Atamils 1 Atamils started trying to solve that problem. Atamils could not see the day of light ena o e den the light of day, right? And Atamils here then and Atamils died with all due respect. May his soul rest in peace. Atamils na John Mahama bae and a dumso epikie. Now dumso pikie no John Mahama had no option than to make sure say or best solve dumso no and stand with free power. Inti enona emane kofa car power buyer or the another solution or the some gas solutions beka ho a ema yenkane asem no ejina ne naso. Now, ye the demand atam to me edema Nanado Dankwa Ekufuado team stay with me. Ye did to me man Nanado Dankwa Ekufuado. Nanado Dankwa Ekufuado mo eba power no bank guarantee. Thank you very much. Bank guarantee. Nanado Dankwa emobaji to me no. The first thing I'm here and say omo beto say ekada ho. Omo be hu say e wo say tuaka. Omo be hu say e wo say IPPs near the omokano, ye to me ye juma, ye nyamfaso ne tiomoka. De Nanado Dankwa Ekufuado mo ye and de no mo ye. Nanado Dankwa Ekufuado mo $500 million na bank World Bank de ma ye. Say yemfan tour as guarantee. Nama investors and feel comfortable working with us because say investors no IPPs no who say you will sika bi da ye chi na ye bedi omoka ye betuma ko isa sika ni bia ombe comfortable ombenya some some confidence in working with us no sa sika na Ekufuado bo beto ye no e na omobebo mu panyan omudi sika ni nyina. In fact sa sika na omobeto ye no omo yure sika no nyina no mudi ye. This is what happened. Enumuna almost started the doom so esie. Sometime almost started the doom so esie no and IPPs started so almost complaining say sia no monka no kranchre Ghana for say doom so aba maboka to mo dada Ghana for say doom so maye. Enumu ne ekobusa na po say sia doom so aba ya yetimi no de na moka fa ho na boka kire say on my schedule bia na ye na ya adwene ye say doom so aba and ye na ya problem o kan kwase asem kire o Kumasi rally e wo Kumasi mokai. Yes, na dum so ginem den. That time no na IPPs ni bu ofu efi say e kan na Ekufuado aban di omo no na nka o se omo tumi tua e kan no na IPPs no etumi meet Ghana halfway na omo support ye there with energy. What happened is say sa sika no omo di ye e na omo start ni the IPPs no enya ntokwa. Emu ana omo se omo ko IMF a omo sa ko ka kire IMF say bosum 9 bia no omo nto light bill mu sene be ya IMF sika no omo de maye no omo betumi de etua bi enentina oko kan sa contract na omo ne IMF sign ye time omo ko IMF na ehyemu say bosum 9 bia no e wo se eto nkane mu e wo se eto utility bills mu sene be ya IMF betumi enya sika ate ne sika na nsena John Mahama ban ba ya omakọ renegotiate sa terms na aba from kakra and so still ekada ho ho a e was still omutua ekone kakra it is $500 million na eye kushina ebema investors confidence to work with us no Nanado Dankwa Ekufuado ne na ban omudi sika no medwodwom ama wate ase. Now John Mahama ne NDC Asaba part 2 omudi abamu just 1 year eka sen ombe inherit ye omo bae na Ghana legacy debt and na energy sector debt na eye sen enentina say government agency say finance minister say the presidency omo release krata e o say we Ghana ni and now we journalist and now we obi a wotena TV so radio so e church nsemu a o say wan kasa odi kan ti ase na questions also ubusa ansa na waba abontra beka ho nsem na momianko kan eye krata na and the finance minister Edi Ababontine, abekire Ghana for nyina say 1.4 billion. Remember, yeka say energy and I say energy sector debt. Eba yenkania ho nsensam eka. Yenka say kania no light eye abobo de petrol de yese yekania ho nsensam ka. Yeka say energy sector debt. Yenka say akosomo dam debt. We should single out akosomo dam. We should single out WADR Dam. We should single out one IPP. So you can say ekani nyina boma ene fe no Ghana's energy debt. Ghana eka eswaye eba ye nyina mu nkane ho nsem. Eno na ende aban no eyi nkrata a kyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛyɛ deɛ anamo a omotu a ebi nsi the history of Ghana da. Enti from Kwame Nkrumah abreso besi nne eka esoye aban bi ba no aton kakra aban bi ba no aton kakra no aboka oton kakra no aboka aban bi ba otua kakra bi no aboka kese ato aban bi ba otua kakra bi no abonka esi John Mahama ba na abeduru no so no se da bi enya de obeti sika no ho or sabe make sure say e Canada on ne kase na nkasa no obeko sene ebe ya Ghana nyam nkane ho nsensem no begina na so afebɔ enentina for over a year now. Also, unhudum so. Nyoma energy minister John Jinapo, the finance minister Ato Forsen, the John Mahama administration, John Mahama Nankasa Dano, Nyansa Omode Chichile Nyoma, Amayan Kinum Kaniasam Ejina Naso. Now, and the finance ministry released this statement to be said. John Mahama Bino, etia $1.470 billion out of Yeka Edaho. Now, sa debt no. Si eka se efie we deka. Na eka na efie we de no. Ya se Mr. Mponsa fie fu etua mo ho ka. Ni eka se Mr. Mponsa ne baba panyini no etua no ho ka different. Tie. Ya eka se Mr. Mponsa, the Mponsa family, they have paid their debts. Etra se eka bia na sa efie ne de light bill, water bill, dear bill. Sa efie ne friend the Mponsa house. Inti sa ukomwa na light bill ni 10 Ghana, water bill ni 2 Ghana. Ende na se otmitia 8 Ghana water bill nim, otia 1 Ghana ewo light bill nim, otia 3 Ghana ewo sa ekano na do mo so ni 100 Ghana. Se efie no epia bontina Mr. Amwako anase Mr. Mponsa epia bontina begina gate na no ka se minimi fie eka ye da ye so ye 1000 Ghana no ye tue mu 80 Ghana. Mr. Mponsa ka kire wo say eka bia e wo fie nim, whether roofing, gates, doors, kitchen, eka na da almost 1,000 Ghana, omutia 800 Ghana. It is so mu a, then you start to select ye here and say the fata. Now Mr. Mponsa ba pia bontin be ka kire say me ye part of the Mponsa family na me tua me car. It is different from the Mponsa family paying its debt. The NDC aban aye no Ghana's energy sector debts. Energy sector as a whole no ekana edidemu no NDC aban ahwehwe kanum etua emu dodo no. That does not mean to say Ghana energy sector ekanim. It means say majority of a car any when you put scale of preference the here and sana the fata no omahwem etua ne kese na ewom no eno na edi enya for years. It is all say aban tua 1.47 billion. You ask yourself say dien na aban tua dien pa ne hia aban be na abaso a etume take such a decision before, and then John Mahama aban way this decision they have taken is the most extraordinary been seen in the history of the Republic of Ghana. Da mamen kwana mkonken kan krata na nchiro na menjujum ma hu juma MPPD ene ejuma pa aban papa we NDC aban eye. Now let's go into the document. Team, stay with me. Now, assembly in I'll go there. Thank you. Now, so tam kratana, in fact, mamim bie kratanim na eye omo swame no enhu de making kind entiasie. Now, kan kratana and a year finance minister and our finance ministry at the Babontine, NDC are bind the Babontine. So when you put now kan kakra from the beginning, de abain aye. Now, mean waste too time in tea. I'll just start from the top. Now, caption Obiahu Mahama administration pays $1.470 billion to clear energy sector debts and restore World Bank guarantee within first year. Some can World Bank guarantee ni chiro. $500 million bina na edaho ema IPPs, independent power producers no etumi di juma no because omo de omo ni tu sa sika no so a na omo so ama yengine munkania. $500 million ne kufu adu mu di ye. Enti IPPs no afi no mu ade omo fo wani ntu so ene endi juma. Eno na John Mahama after the course ni nyina no wotumi abetua ayi sa sika ne kura sa akoto ho. Mame ndwum. Okay, point one. Or say Accra, Monday, 12 January 2026. The government of Ghana, under the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama, has decisively resolved the crippling energy sector debt that posed one of the gravest risks to Ghana's financial stability. Almost say, and finance minister catch say under John Mahama no, or how can you pay that Ghana so a year munkania a car. Eminia yakuma etino John Mahama aban eye NDC aban we etu anomo bia sa anomo no ebi nsi wo Ghana yabakose muda. Point 2. when President Mahama assumed office in January 2025, the energy sector had been pushed to the brink by years of persistent non-payment for gas supplied to the power sector from the offshore Cape 3 Point, that's the OCTP, field. Now, as a result, the World Bank partial risk guarantee of $500 million had been completely depleted under the previous administration. Iti John Mahama abide by an who say, a year sikana a daw a year bank guarantee, World Bank de Maya a year $500 million. No, Sasikan who say, apart from a car na ye jiriegu or a energy sector debts. Sa $500 million no so na abine na wo no omo discano. And I'm saying, so we be Ghana sika cry okay. But sika World Bank diab ma say yemfan to ho. Na emma omo mu ne bedin sa wo so no iremhye bi sika say okay. We di omo sika bi da ho. Omo di yakakro meyi bi etua no. Ma sa che sika na di jo mama say area ni yiremu che say ni yemu hye jo mama yemu hye no. Etwa ne sunum. Oka say adenti na Ghana baby abedri adenti na manipa ko kakra bi ebetam ye sika esa time bank World Bank sika $500 million edi say a tro word bi ne ka depleted a na so oma hwintan oma hwintan sika nim ete say akokɔ hwete sika no omo ba na ete say ahwea e no ma petepete sika no obi tama fum chebi obi tama fum UK obi tama fum Washington DC obi tama fum Somalia oma hwinta sika nim edi apete no and the brony kind of depleted. Now, we go point 3. Point 3 and the press release finance ministry by na meji jomachiro. Point 3 or see the partial risk guarantee, that's the PRG, established in 2015 under the previous NDC government, was a critical safeguard that enabled nearly $8 billion in private sector investment into Ghana's energy sector through the Sankofa gas project. It is $500 million now. Bank of Ghana de John Mahama in 2015 one fan in Sanka Ojato wono. Sa sika ne nko abaye no ema eye IPPs nipa bi de omo sika share Ghana nyirem kanem. In fact sika be $8 billion na ankurankura bi a omo di omo nkasa dwuma ehun sa sika nti omo di omo sika share Ghana nyirem kasa because omo hu say Ghana fo ani abre. Omo sika bi da wa so omo ndi omo bo hye so a sa sika no betime yibi edeti omo ho ka nti ema investors no confidence say omo ne ndi nsa wo so nti Judge Mahama in 2015 speaking to the World Bank and getting the $500 million as a guarantee kekeno sitting at our backyard in Ghana no it gave investors amo person be invest ewo your energy sector it gave them a confidence about $8 billion was invested into Ghana's energy sector. And so as soon as buy no they blew the money at a point na yenhu baby asikani mpo everything was depleted. Remember Renfrew Sabrofo no depleted. Oma hwintamu omo disikana peti adwane. Now yanko enu na menjudwam. Eyen kirekiremu also a platform na akọ kirekiremu ho. Ma menjudwam. Point 4. Now tie, it was designed to guarantee payments to the project partners ENI and Vitol in the event of payment shortfalls. Its exhaustion represented a serious governance failure that undermined Ghana's international credibility. Into a say Sasikana John Mahama in 2015, added to war $500 million every World Bank one. Now just for people to have trust that they can invest with us when it comes to our energy sector. Or see no. Into the moment I don't sabeka Sasikano, the moment Ekufuado, Bawomia, a year can ofuriatamu edi Sasikano, am I to be na obiam pese onye be juma. And intina at a point, now what to say, IPPs, they be how many are buying a problem because there was no bank guarantee. They were owing the IPPs, and at the end of the day, they were disrespecting the IPPs at the same time. And the most crucial thing was they were still lying to the Ghanaian people. And then almost piling their debt. So almost highlight bills. Remember, Sanko for we are no PDS buyer almost over $500 million for free. PDS, it was to sustain our energy sector. Adekudienti America for $500 million the man say PDS no na mo pese de sa sika ni bi be hye yenyina mu nkane mu. This same Ekufuado and Baomiamo they chop the PDS sika America for detectives say there was so much fraud in it eno mu twemu. Esla John Dramani Mahama energy sector levy a omu bieye no sa sika na dem over $300 million no na na do danko Ekufuado mo sa buy no sa Esla sika na da no omo sa di ni nyina. So these are crazy people. Baomia Ekufuado, Gabi, Bamti, these people, they just came in to destroy everything. Esla sika no mu die, PDS sika no mu die. Almost sa ebedi bank World Bank guarantee money $500 million. Omu di sa sika ni nyina. Omu shiti mu they depleted the account of Ghana energy sector. Inti eka bubro and omu de beto Ghana so. Na die na John Mahama ban aye ne. And remember, just 1 year in office. I can't 41 years more. Men this for one grow. Me, I will never sell anything bad to you. The way majority of you guys more trust me. Now me trust me. Now me dog Ghana. Now me dog Ghana no. I will never sell a bad party to you. I will never sell a bad leader to you. I will never sell bad policy to you. And Nintina, I am still telling you, we need the NDC in power for the next 41 years. Now, me and you the academy. Oba aya 0.5. Tie. In a clear demonstration of fiscal discipline and responsible leadership, government, tie. In a clear demonstration of fiscal discipline and responsible leadership, government has, as at 31st December 2025, fully paid $597.15 million, inclusive of interest drawn on the World Bank guarantee. Sa sikana Ekufuado mufa di $500 million no. And who insihu a ebeka ho na eye around 97 million. Because sa sikana Bank of Ghana de no, World Bank de no, na enye kekewu. Na sa sika no so ehun insimu kakra wo ho a wo se etuamo mo. But the only thing is na sika no eda ho maye nti I assure investors say you sika da ho. Ekufuado mo be di sika no de John Mahama ban na ye ne say obeto eka of $500 million ehun nsihu over $90 million ka ho. And the men ka say John Mahama ne NDC aban etua sika de tua eka eda so. $500 million plus $97 million. No, $597 million. NDC are buying Atamusika etia. So right now, as we speak, the $500 million back to default. Tisiano abadaho into the confidence on the part of investors. No, it is high. Now, young queen, still at 0.5. Or say, this achievement has restored the facility in full and reaffirmed Ghana's standing as a credible and reliable partner on the global stage. Into right now, you see, investors are musika share energy who say Ghana saba back. You see, an almost $500 million and over dollars dawa a yet World Bank guarantee daho. Intimi for US. Na mpesa me Ghana government edin sa woso na Ghana government ka say for transformers bra na fa ko Kevin Taylor kroma yeodo na mo make sure so mo kan nyina gina so a say government of Ghana be de me kakra minim say they have some money sitting there also mo yibidi tua meka inti it gives the confidence to the investors to be able to come in and work with us. Now yanko enim na mention the NDC are buying we aye. Or say 0.6. Between January and December 2025, just last year, January to December, 12 months, between January and December 2025, government, through carefully coordinated policy actions, also settled all outstanding gas invoices owed to ENI Vitol for electricity generation. Almost from 2025 January to 2025 from 2025 January to 2025 December no Eka Ekufuado muja to ho aban no etumi etua gas receipt. You see, gas a companies no etoye edi generative power de ma ECG, edi ma gridco, edi ma ye enya kanea no. Sa receipt ni nyina aban beto ya na eye kada ho no. Aban we etumi tua sa kan nyina. ENI ene Vitor fo a na ye di omo kapa akese no. Aban we etumi tua sa eka no. Now, Oko point 7, or say, through prudent financial management, through prudent financial management, adequate budgetary provisions have been secured to sustain timely payment going forward. Now, point 8, government has also held constructive engagement with Tullow Oil and Jubilee Field partners, agreeing on a comprehensive roadmap to guarantee full payment for all gas off-taking. Into right now, no, Amatalo, any oil companies be a sebio omuni edi juma ebi wo nsuo ne so a omo oil ebi so bo gas edeba Ghana no omo timi ne omatena se edi nsawo so ama mo nyina agya atum se se ade ye hu se mutua mo ka nyina ma e ka motua no be 90% e ka nhada nda ho nti omo nyina agya atum se omo be hia aban halfway na sebio nyoma bi kura mu odin no omo agum se ne be ya omo betumi ama Ghana ye nka ne asem egina ne na so nti eba gas ka ye de a eye NDC aban John Mahama aban atofo Energy Minister John Jinapo, Omotumi Abu Juma, Etumi Tia Sakano. A year companies that did the Omokano so, a buying Etmatam Sikapudio, Etia Sa companies. Now, my mentor, Debbie. They are interested in and say, Tia, Shadi Abaye. Sir, who read a year statement now by the buyer now. These are IPPs, independent power producers, are buying Etumi Etia a car, a Kufad Mujato. Bawumia, de OFORI ATTA Detain Japan, Brand Champon, a car omobotuono. These are the companies that near Diomoka, a buying way to Matam Sikapodio, Etia Sakanina. Companies in car power, Nagana Diomoka, $120 million. John Mahama buying Ato Forson, a John Jinapo, Samuel Abu Jinapo, almost say, take your money. Company which say Send Power Generation Company Limited, $59 million. A buying Atom Sika say Yedemoka Munje. Company which say Twin City Energy, $39.9 million. A buying under John Mahama, Ato Forson, John Jinapo Energy Minister. Oma Ye Juma say Munje $39 million near Demokano, almost $40 million. Early Power Limited, na Ghana Diomoka $42 million. Ghana a buying Atom Ediamomo. Company which say BXC Company Limited. $10.5 million. Ghana buying John Mahama, Ato Forson, John Jinapo as Energy Minister, Omotuma Bwejuma, Etia Omoka Amomo. Name Menaji Technology, $8.8 million. Omutia Omusika Edia Momo. NDC are buying so as Etia Sanan Asogli Ghana Limited. $54 million. Naya di Togbe Afedi Kapa, $54 million. And the Menoka say, NDC are buying Togbe Afedi. Thank you for your service. You have helped Ghana at a point you were supposed to pull out. You were making losses, but still stood still to help Ghanaians generate energy for us. Ya dinika $54 million. Ya tamsa sikano etuyama Togbe Afedi. Oba company be at say AKSA AXA Energy Limited. $30 million. John Mahama buying Atam Sikano Ediamo Mose Munje na Ekaya Demono Moso Mufentite Moka. Senate Energy Limited $30 million. Oma Tamsa Sikawi Ediamomo. Oka Kadina Boma $392.8 million. Eka Ekufuadomo. Ebutiguo after Omudi Esla Sika. Omudi aya PDS sika, omudi aya World Bank guarantee money no. Sa sika after eating all that money, na sa $392 million we so dahoa omuntia. John Mahama buying etia sa eka wenyina. Guys, what you are seeing here is history in the making. It is not a joke. In 1 year, it is not a joke. Sorry, Ghana Nina and the Oda Hon Juni say or CSS NDC and not why Juni Juma. If this goes on for the next 41 years, Ghana will be better than the UK, which is an island. I am telling you. We need to sustain this. We need to protect. The Omo Kani the Omo Jimmy. And about Omiamo. Sankome to my way in I don't know manye. We gave Bawumia, Ekufuado, Kene Japan, Brane Champon, Kenti. We gave them 80 years. They could not solve this problem. Mate say, former energy minister, no, 10, you know, or say, NDC is making noise about 1.4 billion. We also paid 1.4 billion. You paid 1.4 billion, and now we didn't have 500 million World Bank guarantee. No. Where was the $500 million? Utia 1.4 billion. The ESLA money you came to meet, where is that money? You paid 1.4 billion. Where is the PDS money? You people talk like you are insane. You are just mentioning figure. You paid $1.4 billion. And what happened to the rest of the monies? The NPP, and this is something we need to protect as a people, as a nation. The NDC in just 12 months, 1 year, you are seeing these numbers. So 1 year. In the history of the Republic of Ghana, Ebin Sida. And Ebin soon Sida. Because NDC will be in power for 41 years. Actually, Jimmy, and Rebecca say, you know something? You know something? We have to change government. Mama Chiro, say Adams, Eka say, NPP 4, 8 year, 1.4 billion. Mama Chiro, the difference between the NDC and the NPP, Mama Chiro, eh? Say NPP 4 say, they were also in power. They paid 1.4 billion. And the Menoka say, Machrawa dear bear miensa. 1. NDC, 8 year, Omotia World Bank guarantee money $500 million. In interest, become better than $579 million. Omotia meboa. Secondly, almost say tia IPPs, independent power producers, almost say tia omoka. And other responsibilities, renegotiating inconformity set talu any ENI for a did the omoka. So 1.4 million or billion MPP for so they paid only IPPs. I'm sure this is it. Also MPP for almost a year 1.4 billion. This is their receipt. Now where the NDC government does PR with everything. Or say almost 1.4 billion. Now, when you go into the table no the actual no, Adams, on kind of credit. All that you were seeing there was what? IPPs. Independent power producers are and almost say they have paid all the debt. They were lying. They had not paid all the debt. They paid only IPPs. They did not pay the bank guarantee. They did not pay the remaining 907. They did not pay any of that. So when they say they have paid 1.4 billion, it was just paying the IPPs. But we are talking about doing more than IPPs because it's not just the IPPs in T. When you take the World Bank guarantee free war, no IPP will work with Ghana. It is the IPP the oka. Now with your IPP no. Now World Bank can have IPP no confidence to work with you no. And I said the investor the confidence to work with you no. When he eats that backbone, when he eats that money, that shows the world to say anybody can come and invest in Ghana, and that World Bank has given us $500 million to guarantee say when you pay IPPs, no IPP will work with you after you have paid them because you don't have any guarantee. What is the probability that after you pay the IPPs 1.4 in 2025, 26, 27, 28, you are going to pay them money? And that when you owe them, how are they going to get their money? Into you stealing the $500 million is a greater harm than anything else. And to say, what for car, udi tu coin, ties nina, dienum, unim se inframa, tie no. Nina lose. Unim say running for just 5 kilometers. Car no come to a standstill. And because the car is new, because every passenger has a seat belt, because you know the car wasn't going to take you to your destination. Unim say 20 gallons the betu do akodu Kumasi. What to 10 gallons? Car no mono. Obia Tanasi, you the driver, you know 10 gallons cannot take you to Kumasi. So the best thing to do is to make sure you have 20 gallons. Because the 20 gallons in the bed to me are show it to be more confidence. They say it does not matter whether you drive 90 kilometers per hour, 20 kilometers per hour, you will still get to your destination. Because 10 gallons, it does not matter whether you drive 110 kilometers per hour, you will still not reach Kumasi because the 10 gallons is made to reach Suhum. And that is the thing Ghanaians are trying to tell MPP say. Decisions now the decision of even depleting the $500 million, no, it kills any investor's confidence. Say, Obeba invest in a Ghana energy sector. And it has already the statement from the bank, the finance ministry. Almost said, since the introduction of the World Bank guarantee, $500 million, you know, about $8 billion from investors, they have pumped it into our energy sector. Into what happened in 2024, and they say, or 2023, what was the guarantee? Say, if I'm an investor in Israel, I am an investor in Portugal, I want to come to Ghana and invest in your energy. What is the guarantee that there's no guarantee. So the investor in Israel, the investor in America, the investor in Europe will not come. So it means that but the NDC government came to heal the wound. How do you heal the wound? Make sure there's a bank guarantee that will give the investor confidence. It will bring in new investors. It will bring in new IPPs. It will bring in new people who have confidence in your energy sector to invest in. For your energy sector to be sustainable, you need investors to put more money in. What is the guarantee that when they bring their money, it is the $500 million? It is already $1.4 million to billion to IPPs. What is the guarantee that the next year, the next 2 years, the next 3 years, the IPPs will be paid? There's no guarantee. But what the NDC government has done today, it means to say these IPPs, they now know, say, if they pump $100 million into our energy sector, there's a $500 million sitting there. If the government even default, still there's money that will be paid to them. And that is what we are talking about. Your Obanyansafo and your Obajimba. The NDC, they are being proactive. They are looking at the solution, the antidote to the problem. And no, it is not about pumping 1.4 billion to IPPs. Now, IPPs need 1.4 billion. How are you going to convince them? Because our Saudi BB bait you. How are you going to bait the IPPs? You can only bait the IPPs with the bank guarantee. And you have chopped the bank guarantee. So who is going to come back again? Until you pay the 1.4 billion basically as cosmetics, just to show people, say, mature IPPs. But the IPPs are looking at the long-term measure, the long-term investment. In the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, are you going to just pay me 1.4? How am I going to be no, say, there's a guarantee for me putting in this money, unless you don't want to invite new investors into your energy sector. Into the issue of 1.4 billion NDC Tiano, solve your energy sector problem. It is the biggest story in our history. John Mahamani NDC Adioma Yenebin CEO history muda, and we should not underestimate it. We are Ghana in our Shemia, and Nintina for a long time we have even forgotten Dumso. NPP for Ankasankasa, Omuntumimpo Enka Dumso once because it does not exist anymore. And that this government is building a new gas plant. Now, if they are done building the 2 new gas plants, do you know how much money we are going to make? Do you know how much money we are going to make as a nation? Because now we will be able to export enough gas even outside the nation to make more money. That is what we are talking about. And Amin Adams is speaking like an insane man. He's just speaking to the NPP foolish masses because he knows they can't read, they don't understand when they read, and they are daft. They are just following a political party like chicken. They don't want to ask vital questions and demand reasonable answers. But we will come here, yabe kinkan achiro, yabe dwudwom, amwo hu nokure na ewo asem ni mu no, and nokure no na mede achiro no. Inti adia John Mahama ne NDC no, in the history of Ghana, ebi sida and ebi sun sida, and we have to make it better. Inti as we speak, $1.470 billion in 1 year. John Mahama at the Boba Bako Eku in Nomabe 20. And that is what we have to believe in. After this short break, we will talk about gold for oil, gold for reserve. Na yama Ghana for so ehu the echo. Jidem.
Tear them down into pieces. What if you got this be? Follow me talking or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every lick it in on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Nanya sana samaba. The good talk is the kweku brisamana. What causing the trouble in the way gone? No time, I'm a talk shit about. Chocolate girl from Guyana, Jamie Fono so tram in your mancasa. See one jai maminda, me charter plane in Ramesonisa. Tear them down into pieces. What you figure this be? Follow me talking or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every licking on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Nanya sana samaba, the good talk is a kweku brisamana. What causing the trouble in the way gone? No time, I'm a talk shit ababa. Chocolate girl from Guyana, Jamie Fono so tram in your mancasa. See one jai maminda, me charter plane in Ramesonisa.
Headphones shana so it's not even so to say black hole. It is about Umia Esa offbeat. Nigerian so Michael Jackson is where you say. Once I ran to a headphone shana so into Trimuno or sounded to say black hole. Baumia in the victory, and the Baumia is the one for the faki. Munafiki, Samira na munafiki, Baumia munafiki. Usheni to seshwa and the bibia to samaba. If you need to quality seshwa and so can bibia na samaba. Baumia munafiki. Samira sumonafiki. Wega, what damn so down here. Jino, Natie, Yanjum. Baumia munafiki. Samira munafiki. Baumia to quality to satantina be shwa. Ogo kapa no wenya problem because MPP mudia mwana doso. Baumia munafiki. Samira sumonafiki. Agwama bodam mumia jujum ye gold for oil and gold for reserve. Now gold for oil and the governor of Bank of Ghana parliament and odin nano asem ebetu dwa. RTI requester Asempa FM4 aka Obimo Edikoma RTI say omo penchire mu gold for oil, gold for reserve no ba omiamo abreso no sebio eka ben na eda ho. Say koto epe edien adekoko ehu a ye de damra madanta ene kire no we miankasa me de. And the governor of Bank of Ghana Dr. Isiama faced parliament public accounts committee. Now, Ojujan Semu de nkrata eso ebe kan nsemo magana fo nyina hu se ampa yenya nyansafo anokwafo ena omaba abecheche nsemu akire bebi adwo na ne nyina kosi sen governor of Bank of Ghana yatoto na no o say entire gold for oil program was discontinued in May 2025 and is undergoing an external audit. Bank of Ghana governor say opese Ghana fo nyina ti ase say gold for oil na Mahamud Baumia kan ho asem nyina no last year May enom twem. Now remember answer na be start sankomo we no you can't gold for reserve 1960 and Ghana started to gold say ye de to ho ye de bi to ho na de bi 70 na yakoton bi into gold for reserve no and then start here and yen nyina ya dia tum say 1963 ho baby and Ghana started to gold this year and PMMC mo started to gold da be do time bank gold board buy ya almost be je baton na almost to gold into gold for reserve no it is not something new. Now when it comes to gold for oil and na Mahamudu Bawumia MPP for say omode baye and yen nyina ti ha and yes sa de ne kire say Bawumia and a gold for oil aba in the sa gold for oil no and also the and was a Ghana for nyina agitum na gold for oil na the purpose pan den Bawumia and MPP and the gold for oil no buy no. Now what was the purpose? Yaka say policy yaka say obi the idea about the idea no problem ebe solve and at the end of the day ema nipa ebo nipa ba so say sa idea we a brofo mu no maka say adwenkyere bebre nti abeda ne policy no nyansa wom se sebio obi ba na oka say ye de tente e de ba ba eden e de beso petrol efritama e de akọ Kumase akọ filling stations a it could be a policy but it's a policy that does not make sense because yen to me realize the pese ye no. So people like say yemfa a bucket and petrol free tema. Na yemfa nkoma filling stations wo Kumasi because say bucket ne so ya petrol bi ntumi embongu. If we say petrol car no tankers ne kofa ebinya accident nti or the idea bi aba yemfa bucket nsa na obi anso abako na yemfa ko Kumasi na yedu filling station na yehwe guma. Even though it's an idea, but at the end of the day, the end game then they say Kumasi fuel stations in Benya petrol. Now, how many people can go to Kumasi and Tema on foot? Abromoswa a bucket of petrol to go and pour in tanks in Kumasi OMC and as oil marketing companies and as filling stations. It is not something that will be possible. And even though it is an idea, the end game, the end product, we cannot realize it. Into Emma idea near waste of time. And that is the same thing as a gold for oil. But when you gold for oil, no bad, na as saying, and na end game na end results being na ye pay. I couldn't tell about when you gold for oil buying and say, now or say, yam fire gold, no, yam fanqua amanone, yam for gold no physical and quashabru ninsem, and not teddy being some Dubai, na on my petrol, na yam beton or Ghana. Into the end game was that yam for raw gold and quo, na yam petrol, send your bay a bit to my beton petrol about 4 Ghana. Cheap fuel. Gold for oil, no. Nani nyina se ba omi say, omo bedi man so nyina Jimmy or the idea bi aba. Gold in our Bank of Ghana atoto no. Yantam sa gold no. Na yemfama a third party that is Alpha Stream. Na Alpha Stream for gold no NC plane and I said boat na on for physical gold no ko Dubai. Na reason tia yetam your gold for oil dey ko Dubai and say, ya pese the gold no ko hye entafo ni nsem. Dubai for ninsem na omudi petrol sipo so no de breye se ne be ya Ghana for dodo no ebenya petrol for ya beto petrol abo for na petrol beba form na ye hu se nipa bia saline e fuel station. Into that was the motive, that was the main reason tia Bawumia introducing gold for oil. Now Bawumia introducing gold for oil, no, the question is petrol bo be ye for na ye hu se no. Gold for oil ne buy a crown, na petrol bo abeye di more. Inti ama policy ana adwene na or the buy no adane Jimmy for adwene. Because I was say a benefit ye. And the purpose of that idea no, I was say a yielded better result. About me the gold for oil ne buy no. Afe ye share no na ye ne crampo no ye say boka. Ena enye say ye boka o, ye gold no so air shorty. Ena enye say gold ne shorty o. Petrol nanka was ne boy fono. Petrol no so bono air kosro. Inti we were losing on all fronts. Inti ama gold for oil no na abeye a wasteful venture. And I say a very weak policy. Ghana should, and I say Ghana must go through. It is not a policy and not a sakia dry. Instead of helping this nation when it comes to subsidizing or reducing the prices of fuel on the market. What you say now, Bank of Ghana governor call bank and then or call in front of Public Accounts Committee no or maybe be clear or say about gold for oil now. The almost 2 years who say edika and to Ghana so until last year May and gold for oil. If it's a bawumiamu and winyansa and you know say sa plan and the buy no na edi come home never 2 years so petrol and an bon conform and you gold so na ye until why did we have that policy in place? Now, in Chechem no question, and a governor, I can't say or say since we cancelled the gold for oil in May last year, we haven't seen a build up of queues at the pumps. Now, because one of the objectives for the gold for oil was to support that. Or see, the reason why it's about the gold for oil buy and say, you better petrol for Ghana. But who say, Omuba Bemuno, and I see ye no as governor of Bank of Ghana no. Na petrol bo was through. Uko fuel station nipa da honsa line. Petrol do be the system nim. And omu say inti gold for oil no na e ho fa so ne saying. If it's a Ghana nkasa kura no na ye boka. And na mo gina so a last year May omu twa gold for oil policy nim. Now okasa no okan bibi. So we believe that the cancellation was worth it. There was quite too many issues under the gold for oil that we needed to unearth. And therefore, the board authorized an external audit. In terms of who said, Abi, gold for oil, no, and yeah, Ediba Ghana, and a problem, no. Apart from, say, petrol to minko form, eka emene, no, omu say, Bibi wo mwana eno kura mu ya dwem change omu hu no enti Bank of Ghana board ka said abi mumi engineer we ha May last year yentwem na yembie nhwehwemu auditing na auditor general and I say a private contracted auditing firm emehwehwe gold board a gold for oil policy no omu behwehwemu hu de ekoso because omu say omu po de eniani na omu hu ye no na enda form enyan ye na omu say omu dikomu a omu say nyoma bi a course no na enya nyoma ketwa eno ka ho ene ma Bank of Ghana board ne ka say omu entwa policy nim na omu mbie investigations and I say audit into a gold for oil Mahamud Baomi ade ba ye say ebema petrol boa abeyefo na enso petrol boa anyefo ebema yenya gold enso ne ye gold ne short o say eno ka ho ene ma Bank of Ghana e take its decision na o kasa na o kan bibi o say and therefore, we got PPA approval for the audit just about 2 months ago, and so that exercise is underway. I would say 2 months ago, by November, and a PPA, a more green light to say, be audit into the gold for oil policy, a de a car, but we had the buyer, a de a cabatoya so. Now, BBC, we are not say, gold for oil, no, a de a cabaya pa. Now, domestic gold purchase program, and also the Kabaya Kai. From 1963, they started saying to gold. Yet to Kromana Baomiamo, every brandy gold a day purchase a Ghana ye. PMMC. And I purchase na Baomiamo buy them so. The Bibia by Freno gold for reserve. None in a gold purchasing program ya. Omobato yano. Now, Baomiamo buy ya Baomiasa or the Bibia friend gold purchase a program abano. Bank of Ghana for say under Baomia Ekufuado Addison a car go there was a store no Bank of Ghana through PMMC under Baomia almost the gold for a gold purchase program ban na ye bought a kankwa 5.66 billion meaning Sika Bank of Ghana ye edema PMMC so fan to sika kokɔ na yɛmfa nguo na daakye bi yɛntɔn no ɛka ɛbɛda hɔ no anda Baomia Ekufuado Gabi Ochidako Kennedy Japan brand champon ɛyɛ country 5.66 billion in 2024 nkwa ɔmunya audit 2025 halfway 2024 Satellite Gold Board in Bayo where under Baomia where under MPP where Baomia will say gold purchase program on the BBF for the gold for reserve abano the same thing or rebranding no under Baomia na ewua PMMC director no they made a loss of 5.66 billion. Now momianko tie the governor na hwe a car enkofo wi ebogu eho. This is the governor of the Bank of Ghana.
So and Governor, you indicated that at the New Year's school, there were some comments that were made with respect to the Gold for Oil program, which indicated some losses, especially some loss making for the Gold for Oil program. Indeed, if you look at the gold inflows, we are looking at some $3.96 billion, which is reported in the report, pages 16 to 17. Are you able to tell us how much of this relates to specifically to gold for oil and which losses have been incurred based on your earlier session?
Madam Chair, I have some data here I can provide on the net losses for the gold for oil and also net losses for the gold for reserves. In 2022, the net losses for the gold for oil was about 74.44 million Ghana cedis. We did not have a net loss for the gold for reserves in 2022. Then in 2023, the net loss for the gold for oil was 317.69 million in 2023. On the other hand, the net loss for the gold for reserves, the losses in 2023 was 1,054.84 Ghana cedis. A little over 1 billion was the net loss for the gold for reserves in 2023. Then in 2024, the net loss for the gold for oil was 1.8 billion Ghana cedis in 2024. On the other hand, the net loss for the gold for reserves in 2024 was 3.8 billion Ghana cedis. Now, for 2025, and as we have indicated, this data is under audit, and we will want to wait until the audit is over. We will publish our financials by March this year. When we publish it, the data for 2025 will be provided in those financials. So, as I've mentioned, it's not a question about losses then and now. It is that these schemes were introduced to address a specific national problem. What to do going forward is how to reform it, how to make it more efficient. A number of things have been done by us. If we have time, I could run you through them by way of reforming it. I have all the details here. I can provide to your committee to read for yourselves. But going forward, our appeal is to move in a unified manner. We want everyone to get on board, to reform this better, and to sharpen its efficiency so that it supports, economic stabilization, it supports our reserves build-up going forward. At the Bank of Ghana, we have started. This week, our board is having a joint meeting with the board of the Gold Board for a start. Beyond that, we are going to be meeting with other stakeholders, and we'll be happy for experts in Parliament to join us. We believe that it can be made a win-win. A friend of mine made a comment that I want to share with the committee on this. He said, if this issue doesn't unite us as a country, then he doesn't know what other issue will unite us.
That was the Governor of Bank of Ghana, Dr. Isiama. Me catch him last time. Reforms are very important. To sustain gold board, to sustain gold for reserve and all that, it is only through reforms. We need to reform the system. Reform quite a bit to change the system way. Reform quite a bit to mama sa programs way, gold for reserve, gold for a gold board. Sa reforms, the Bank of Ghana, Parliament, the citizenry, the stakeholders, we need to come and have better reforms, better laws to tighten it up. And then now let's speak on the issues and all can Bank of Ghana governor can not see in Kratani. Mamin cheche munche Ghana for day ye beto ye. Ba omia gold for reserve no time about omia mobile power. Say omo to talk gold. Edi siama Ghana omo boka. Mahamudu Baomiani MPP for somebody be a friend gold for oil ayeba. Edi ababe making sure say ye better petrol bofu. And then the reason here Baomiani gold for oil buy you. Gold for oil then you say ye de call chat edi akusida yama Samira. Gold for oil then you say ye de call to gold. Ne de akwa bo obisio. Gold for oil about Baomiani buy and or see ebe boa mayato petrol bofu Ghana. Kumasi drivers, Techiman drivers, Cape Coast drivers, and the Ghana Nikoto petrol and the Baumia, Nanko say gold for oil, no, and my petrol echo as low as 6 cedis. But to see, Sadiana Baumia katu ye trimno, and ye and no gold board ye, a car and a debaye and a ma petrol bosso echo so. Now, all the German or see, Uba afi 2022, gold for oil, any gold for reserve, no, Omumi and Nina, Sebio, a car beda huni. Also 2022, gold for oil about Omiade Bayano, Omo Boka 74.4 million cedis. A car ne dahono. Baomiaka say otam gold ne keke. Na odiako Dubai, no akoton, na odiajid petrol ba edin eboka because there was a middleman Alpha Stream. Sa Alpha Stream Ghana ye jumama Baumia Ekufuado and the Gabi. So time gold 10 packs emu 3 packs and could do Dubai. Na the 7 na kano no man nane near the Sikana Breba Baumia no the campaign. Into 2022 no gold na was say gold for oil nanka was said for Sobano. Yenya a 74.4 million cedis. In 2022, gold for reserve, gold na yeto sieno, oma record ekabia because Satan na oma introduce the gold for reserve. Ewo mutim. They started to rebrand. Into number say, omu change dino. Send a beya yeberi if you say gold for reserve. We have been doing it since 1963. Now, omuba afi 2023. Gold for oil eboka 317 million Ghana cedis. Mahmoud Bawumia say gold for oil no be ma yemfaso. Ebe ma yati petrol so. Enu ti no de sa policy ni ba ye. And so you mu 2023 no ye boka gold for oil. Ye tam gold den gold na ya nane no na ye de ama Alpha Stream third party no de ti plane mu kwa abruchire Dubai. So de koto petrol abreye. Anta gold ni duro no na ya ti 70% di Bawumia ne nkofo ehia omo Dubai. Na omo yi omo 70%. 30% no okwa no so akote ne kabale na wato petrol 10% no de abreye. 2023 gold for oil nkwa Bank of Ghana governor documents nature say under Bawumia MPP omoboka 317 million. Oba gold for reserve gold da ye to esie no ye to gold na de abesie ye ma PMM ska MMC ska so omko to gold besie ewua. In 2023 no Ghana boka 1.54 billion Ghana cedis. Gold ni atoto ye no omudi mu fa. 1.5 billion yehu saska no. Bawumia saw the gold for oil and for gold for reserve. Gold for reserve na ohoda da wo. Omo ba no be change di no. 2022 no so we change di no. 2023 gold for reserve no boka 1.5 billion. Busa ho say sa gold ne fa he. Bawumia, Gabi, Bamti, Ekufuado, OFORI ATTA gold ne ba na ya che. Obeko na entuma bo Samira mu na yesisa gold gu no masiri po achichidi echi ntoma na edane kon wo di kofie obeko Jubilee House no na Bawumia yi ne ntoma ase ho na yetugum na afiri mo pare we yi ne ntoma na ye che gold said ye che bode 2023 gold for reserve gold na osanka yeto Edigu Bank of Ghana no 1.7 billion ayira yehu under Bawumia Ekufuado under this same piglet and almost say come to me more. Ensiwa 2024 team stay with me. 2024. Thank you team. I'll take care of this. Thank you. 2024. Ya ba gold for oil. Mahmoud Bawumia gold for oil also introduce ya. Ebe mi ati petrol so. 2024 ya election time. Ya boka 1.8 billion. Gold for oil, na Bawumia and a dano. Gold for oil. In 2024, election year, ya boka 1.8 billion. Billion. Sa sikano, menjia sa edu, and I was woman bekum. See the Americano. 2024, under Bawumia gold for oil, no. Ya boka 1.8 billion. Oh, menjia, one down. Ya kasi 50 Ghana. Actually, si menshia sa du. Ni ahihye 1.8 billion wom. Sa sika ni bi na yeka. Ni pe bi tam sa sika no. Remember, 2023 no, gold for oil no, ye boka 370 million. And ye call 2024 no, ye boka 1.8 billion. O de obesam ye simple mawa. Wo hu fundaka sa 300,000 sika ma. The fundaka nkwa. Into ba from and I say Ahunaga Junction, baby om ye fundaka na. E fundaka nkwa 300,000 sika gum 100 Ghana. Sama ayra 1.8 billion. 2024 times as can you jani. Oba gold for reserve na. Gold for reserve no. De gold na ye to. Edi esiama menewo ye nchimba otufo ene ne ba eye Lower King de North Carolina esua de pa abedi asante so no ene ye nananom a ye nwo mu no 2024 gold for reserve sika na ye toto gold edi esie o Bank of Ghana no emu 3.8 billion eye ka ye hu ayra 3.8 billion So one person who be at 3.8 billion tia. VIP car na adakabre da no. Sa 500. Bakubia 500 Ghana note. Sa 500. 3.8 billion. Ya te hama ya da ho so ba omiaso. Ya yeso kede Japan so. Ya so MPP for so. Amin Adams. Enkwasi akeka. All these monies, these people introduced a policy to steal from us. And they made so much money. And the Saudi person gold for oil. But the reason for gold for oil, near Tikroma, and I'm the gold for oil ban day. Gold for oil exchange model. This was how Bawumia stole from you people. In terms of Bank of Ghana, Edisikama PMMC. PMMC jiskana na omudi ama supplier. Now, what will happen and they say Bank of Ghana gathers gold. Now this gold ama gold broker. Now gold broker now or the gold they are called Dubai. Now they are come supplier 2 and supplier 3. Now our suppliers ama a fuel. Aboma fuel near chi fuel no ye de petrol no ana diesel no egu de shipum na aba anamepo no so aba bust for na be mo kakra na bust de bi ama BDCs na e de asaba bank sika no ton anam sa de akoma Bank of Ghana inti sa gold broker no na e ba omiamo company and then your friend Alpha Stream inti Bank of Ghana Emma PMMC ska so go to gold na PMMC no ayeden e de gold no e de amadien wakodo to no suppliers wo owia na or the gold no e de akoma Bank of Ghana na ba omiama kotam gold na free Bank of Ghana de ama gold broker PMMC to gold na de akoma Bank of Ghana sikani gu Bank of Ghana e na ba omiamo ti e broker e friend Alpha Stream and a Bank of Ghana led by Addison no matam gold ni de si ship mu de ama Alpha Stream se ko fa ko Dubai na ko ton gold no Abranka ba omiamo betuma ton gold no aye America aton o UK enya dollars no omso mo pen sa yasesa box ni yasesa gold na gum ne de dadoa ye de mpre gwa bubom yase mo fansi aposo mo fansi play mu na mo fanko broker na friend Alpha Stream no play ni na wiem a no mo bia daka no so na Samira pro ntumam eye de frema pare so yiri ntuma ekufo de yi ni boto na omache gold no physical gold no wiem omu ya no mo dware shower play ni land no na aka box ba ko pe so no na broker no eyi ni de na aka 30 pe 30 no to petrol fun bi no de sie poso enti petrol de sa ba na aba bust for ho na bust for so de ama bulk distributing companies omo supply petrol akasie mu no na omo so aton omo ton wi ane sika na de ama Bank of Ghana. This is good for oil. But Bawumia ne create year 2024 he made crazy money from you. This is how Bawumia became a billionaire in disguise. This is how MPP, Ekufuado, Gabi, Bawumia, this is how they became billionaire in disguise. And Nitina, he feels to say Bawumia feels a party in India. Because our physical gold go and our sawo sika. Gold for oil not buy any. On sa meji joma PMMC Jiska Free Bank of Ghana ho. Na PMMC the amount of suppliers not to gold. Or we are not sad gold at Bank of Ghana. Now Bawumia ati a middleman a friend gold broker. Until I review the name Alpha Stream and tam physical gold in my Alpha Stream. Commit my cotton gold no world market. US, UK. Said that be ya be say my hunipa Alpha Stream. You may be free buyer so or free Dubai. Tam gold in the physical and the Alpha Stream. On the way to Dubai, no much bien to me, no much check no. The Bekan Alpha Stream ko announce akɔte the commission. No akɔtɔ boka petrol no de si poswaba. Oba was gold for oil. Into be no na petrol board ho edin. Gold board wo nyane ntimi to petrol. Adentina gold board wo na petrol board edin. And the MPP na petrol nam 16. Adentina gold for oil buyer na petrol da ho board edin. If we say it wasn't about you, it was about them. It was the money they were going to make out of you. Mahamudu Bawumia is a disease of a politician. He onene yire nom nam no. Omo ye billionaires. Almost can end up bango. Ye tutu vote ne gum. Almost sikasta will gold. They are not joking. Moya mebu boarding and the MPP MPs gufia probi di gold amano. Ya beti mu nyina. Mumu biso mube wada gold ne so because gold ni bekumo. And this is what they want to bring Baumia back. It's Baumia obetestiska. They be a catcher say, Mahamudu Baumiano. Ono, the Nintesa, Onima de Fessa, a Negreno. Negrino primani. Negrino no call Gimpa. Ono no ne slave queens tina dem. Ono ne slave boys tina dem. Negrino ni bri to me. Negrino ni brentoma. Negrino ni bregudi. Negrino ni brenyoma because ono free chat. See a body patrol election. Samere enfano ho. Enti Samere no, she needs the power. Baumia de so ekoliko. Baumia de so a puppet. Everybody knows the Kufuado's puppet. He's Gabi's puppet. He's Bounty's puppet. Baumia de ekoliko. A Samira no here presidency no. Into the side way back. Now at the end of the day, yebe who say 1.8 billion. Ya boka. Now that hujina stage say yen tuaba mao. Na MPP for me yen kwasiafo. HMP before ye moi and I said nipa kronfo say yes had the 2 me command. And it does not isolate Canada Japan because Baumia the gold for oil the buy no Canada Japan kwasi ampen ni gina parliament can say yeah famra abuofunu o kauna Baumia this and kwasi asem no Canada Japan na why na tiko se whistle no o kahu and about Baumia this and kwasi asem no because enko see nyansa and a woman selfish greed ending anim and then kwasi asikape any specimen kumnyane a greeder and cause original parliament can say I'm not going to agree. That time we had a hang parliament and came so as akwane ne tiko se FIFA whistle original parliament can say yeah abuoto and almost abodama ya and about Baumia and then Ninkrano, Ninkranti, and the catcher say you are crazy. You think they know you because you are the one who facilitated this nonsense. What's now parliament, a hung parliament? Who can it include Ghana and Kanuminyansa? Kabaumia was campaign where they go for oil bano. Kaunkwas originally say in parliament, I will vote for the MPP. And Kasanko I say where I'm so. And the wow, Umuma fiance. Ethiopian sheep are beginning to say, I almost did my term. They need to insult you because who need answer. The same way about me and Nyansan, you people are dumb idiots. Monsieur Nyansa. They be a more Ghana for say Jimmy. Back in a parliament, no, and about cabinet, and let it go. Baumia to cabinet, let it go. Now do Jimmy to parliament, Not can't and a bossa attention. Educhum, why the bossa attention? Bana champo and an antase a crocodile, ordinary and Ethiopian, Quasiafo, Omugina parliament, and your time I do a Ghana for con in 9 and there's some class of what is a mope president. Ebiana Moti Parliament TV so catch say you are not obliged. Obian to me shamu say can ofurata mrefie meyi ne ho ano. Na mo awifo te semo. Can ofurata na mo defend some man mba meyi ne ho ano. Na mo anantafo na ejimi fo te semo. When never be ne ho ano if we hand Ghana over to you people. Mo bodam sankwas.
Look. The MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Wusu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubuahen, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas. No. Hey.
Masa, you. The issue is, Mobet scream, I did Kevin, Yanko baby, we will make sure Ghanaians make decisions about Ghana the next 41 years. Yanko baby, and we will expose you people. You're back to crack Ghana for I mean, I don't me matra attend you. Me matra Nasa Mrebi almost say I met a Kevin Taylor to basement and then call for Omotino Monsa bomb. Hey, Ubebu Kevin Taylor. Me say people will rot from within. A man for be pro from inside. It's just who they know. Things will happen and people will marvel. People will be like, "Ish," and you'll be on a kind of somebody. Me say, those people, they will die slowly because they wanted to take Ghana to a place that wasn't right. You see, your nipa bibri o Ghana mo akomapa onyame eni wo mo ho. God want to protect and preserve them. All the individuals are They were sitting on social media and radio and trying to sway the people. Knowing said they will rot from inside. Today, they are dying inside. 1-1, it will manifest. You can see they are losing weight, they are struggling, they don't sleep. And that thing will destroy them. And I will always hunt them. I will be on air every day. And every day we will see them depreciate physically. There will be pain in their heart. They will cry within in their rooms at night. Nobody will hear them. They will die slowly and the world will see it. Next time, now you will think about it. They know what I'm talking about. And all these people, they know. And they know. 2026, it will manifest. Next time, so because some now new one dance here, you stay away. Mumma be yanka, mumma be yanka. Mo yirebe shamo na mo pro. And it will manifest. Obiabeka said, Kevin said this. It needs to happen. Because edum rebia or send nipa be free, nipa bi ni ebu. They are not happy. You can see. They are struggling. Omo bre. It is manifesting. Me say, ebi mu be jai baby omo tu mirika. You want to run out of the world, but you cannot escape the world. You will neither sleep and you sleep no more. You have no idea. And me, I am not going anywhere until we see the manifestation, until we see it. Ebi mu start to oversized shirts. Ebi mu nia tutotutum. Ebi mu right now no omo kasa to say confidence in him. Afedi omo person omo kire say yebu nipa. Obia mu obia. Obia. Me say my name will be full in your mouth. None of you can mention Kevin Taylor on TV. None. And on Facebook and on TV. None of you. Obo Kevin Taylor the whole night untumina. That is the work of God. And it will manifest. And I want it to manifest. And it's and I'm watching. For next time, you will understand. Now, Agenda 111, NDC Abine say they are going to target 10 Agenda 111 hospitals, normal completely. And I pray the NDC government meet my side way. NDC to be completely Agenda 111 for 4 solid. Now, in my time to me room koje awa. I'll be happy. I'll be the happiest man on earth. And I want to tell the health minister, please involve your deputy in your work. We want to see your deputy actively involved in the health ministry work. It is looking like it is all about the health minister. It is looking like some of the ministries, I am not seeing the deputies. Some of the ministers, you are not allowing your deputies to work, especially in Mana. You as deputy ministers, they are also supposed to be given a lot of responsibility. We need to also see them in the front. Because Mona Moya ministers, some deputies, they will not be able to work without you giving them the green light. So, health ministry, I want to see your deputy being involved. It is looking like, what can I say? You need to give her some exposure. She also brings a lot on board. She's an experienced surgeon and she needs to be given the nod. It is not always about you, the minister. Your deputy needs to be seen. Roads minister, the same as roads minister. You need to let us see your deputy. She also brings something on board. She needs to be involved in the running of the ministry. More ministers, deputies, Sam George, let your deputy minister to be seen. You cannot overshadow your deputy minister and make it look like everything is supposed to be around you. No. Because you cannot do the job alone, that's why you have a deputy. Give your deputy that respect and make sure you drag your deputy along. It shouldn't be only you. It shouldn't be only you walking all over the place and making noise. You are working, and I respect that. Involve your deputy. All the ministers, it is imperative that you drag or you move your deputies along. A Greek minister, Mianka Saminipa, Mr. Dieng, Mr. Saying, a Greek minister, please, what they are one of my favorite ministers. Involve your deputy. Nipa who your deputy is. So many people don't even know who the deputy agric minister is. Mama omosunye jumandi binye. It is not going to be only your faces. Land minister, we want to see your deputy. education minister. We want to see your deputy. Haruna Idrisu cannot be about you. You want everything to be about you. Cannot be about you. And if you want to be licking the butt of some people, it's your problem. But make sure your deputy is also working. It cannot be about only you, Haruna Idrisu. Everywhere you can't watch some now or small boys, they want to talk shit to people. Time no day. Make sure your deputy is involved in your work. We are talking about all the ministries. Everybody, we need to see Obia Erikopoku. You are one of my favorite people. When it comes to Nkokon Ketenkete, the way you are running, I like it. Let me see your deputy also take part. Involve your deputies in the job. Who else again? I will come back and mention every minister. Because you will say, I said, moi, I'm a minister, I'm deputies an opportunity. Ma hantan bibia so obia deputy nyejuma. We want to see you people involving your deputies in your work. And it's your Mahamaka say, almost support mu. Muntumin come on share. And everything should be about you. More and more presidential ambition. Munya ejumano to anamko di president. Na omo mo person mu ejumano nyejumano. If you think you have presidential ambition, you cannot do the job. Put the job on the side and tell the president, I have presidential ambition. Then go and do your presidential ambition. But if you have a deputy, you need to let your deputy work. Erikopoku, your deputy is John Dumelo. I don't see anything you are making him do. You need to get him something to do. We want to see him. It is not always that the minister is the one leading everything. We need the deputies to be taking their charge. Muntaka, we don't know who your minister is. You, Muntaka, you have been walking around the country. BBL Pesa Oye, but our deputy, your deputy also has to be seen. We need to see the involvement of deputies. Muntaka can tell BBL so. Every nonsense, you want to be the killer on it. That is why John Mahama appointed a deputy. You people should give the deputy room to work. And from tomorrow, I'll be coming to every ministry and mentioning their deputy's name. Ghana for Ghana, you need ministers in putting deputies. Adentra. Why? Some of you feel say speech crack you don't want your deputy to speak. I'll be banner also deputy quite inspect it. Now also make a statement. No jack and tenso. What is it? Diana Mope. Diana Moje. This government is working well. Munja is autocratic kind of leadership, no. Give them the room to also work. And it's not John Mahama, no, and Mam also opportunity to work. John Mahama could have appointed only one minister. Or reason to your say munya deputies. I don't know my position in I can tell so you don't want anybody to work. So I'm sending this to everybody, every minister. We want to see your deputies also work. Me, I will not mince words. So me baha na I see say what can 10 ministry be so your deputy is not working. I will let the people know you are not a good leader. And from tomorrow we will start doing that. We are not going to sit here and all this nonsense going on. Nipebia kenten bibi so yehu bibia. Ejuma ne doso. Muma mu deputies nyebi. Debia mu metna office keke no mu sanko fie. Na mo de na mo pe. Yakasi ye nyina ya tu ya no gumu so a which of you can contain your positions? Munya say ni bresem no and allow your deputies to work. Now, this story, I want to talk about it. DVLA. Yes, a Vehicle Enforcement Association files injunction against DVLA, seeking to halt the new license plate registration scheme, threatening the jobs of over 300 employees. Yeah? And the new story way, Mamika Bibicho, let me tell you the secret. Sanko for no mako court no. Say there's a new license number plate DVLA. Mr. Kote, what that's his name, right? Logas. DVLA boss no omo implement no mamenka bibinchiro san konfona mu so makokoto no. The secret is that omo ni MPP 14 tam there omo Goro boys o NPP tam contract ma omo a contract no, they don't have the sophisticated machines to do it. Mamenka secret no woman nchiro san kokora na omo sasa Goro boys say di omo chi say omo ya 300 employees omo ya 300 employees. They are lying. MPP what power no. There were some few people be MPP are buying time contract momwa say omuntwa no plate na omuni even machines on the plates omuni any modern technology be omuni betumetwa modern plate you betuma track it. These people were paid, they took the money, they didn't do the job. Now NDC buy them say no, the way things were going, it is not right. We need to make sure obetumi treat DV or to kotoka 10 years na DV bon wo Ghana yentumi track car no yetumi to obi number near the kobo chrono. The DVLA boss said no, We need to now link every driver's license to every car owner. Right now, we should be able to track a car license by just using a phone. Some Kofona MPP more contract, all of them did not have any idea about bringing in sophisticated number plates we can digitally monitor. So what is happening is say, some Kofona for Goro boys say, Omoko court, Nipa 300. None of them is in the mainstream DVLA office. And all of them, Nipa Baku Mienubi, almost selfish interest, and almost the Sabo is. Now, what is about to happen? No? The DVLA boss needs to be strong, or someone near ding. So we say a buying a denica, not legitimately, or case, on Conquajinisika or court. But this new number plate endorsement now, a buying person or the government needs to go ahead and do it. We cannot have people bring in cars. Now, or the car back Ghana, no, I bet you can 7 years on register car, no, now or chain for another 3 years. Now, the moment of a ton car, no, now or that current year, no, rate of the car, no, air ton Ghana or Ghana, it's crime. Basically cheating the system. We have people using people's number plates to go do robbery. Now, man, for what this new DVLA boss wants to do, they say, Memeti America, when you enter my car number, our system, my address will come, my ID card will come, my driver's license will come. It will show you who owns this driver's number plate. And that is what they want to do. But Sanko for no money MPP Jumano. Sa Kromfona na MPP was paying them for nothing. Just can MPP for no number plate fumbia gum utmishia kami and sanomunya the same number plate. Those are the people. And I'm telling the DVLA boss, be strong. He should make sure making sure say sa new vehicle license plate win, they implement it. He spoke on XYZ. Let's listen to him.
But we say around August, we announced new number plates. Now the benefit of the new number plate is say Bogabi Udi car and nam sisia na me hum pese me say one car na akoye at the boni way. Either the police, national security, Yoko, DVL or BNI. Omudi machine be the machine be a scanning machine. The tray number plate nsuwa. Na che say car we ni kweko dia. Car we Bogabi dia. Car we Julius Zebra dia. Car we Emmanuel Asante dia. Sada Kevin Asante. Kevin Asante dia. Na say Emmanuel Kisi. Emmanuel Kevin Asante dia. Fantastic. Na number plate ho se sia no. Sada no anyhow. Seriously, DVLA information you want, and it's not on all cars because it is a cars in Ghana register or DVLA, but they have plates on their number on their cars. To me, someone says I plate to every. Yeah, me a survey. Udu Domin Kabunya, Mammy Duo or the number plates are to store in him. I'm a corner or some, but send me a boss number plates. Or some say no man way, no man. Besides, I see 300 cities. But Ochinam Bejin Manu, there's the Namanu Emame. Just like that. No documents, nothing. It's Mugabe, Mamini. Nami am robber. Nami Mugabe, Ukanama, Dename. Metra Ukanabanu, Mako, Akotradamanu, Namda 2 Mekanasu, Namka am robbery. Mishredamanu, Mugabe, because Sister Mugabe, Ebia, and you. And you see, we are bringing RFID chip embedded number plates. It's been done in most developed countries. And at Joma want to develop Ghana. And we are developing Ghana. So we are bringing RFID chip embedded number plates. And
Rwanda is there.
100 meters. If you don't know, Ukanu Swa. We say, Mahuni Panua, register Kanu. Now, I see, after the Swa, Mugabe, a chip and phone for formula. Who register car? Kanu person me talk kanu. Now auto kanu. You keep your number plates. You will not give your number plates to me again. Now the number plate is your bona fide property.
Tinipa ne talk kana. Number plate in the
Dabi.
And then obejo fofro.
Obejo fofro. Wow. And you Mugabe Uoka 222. There are number plates.
Yeah.
Baba talk kanu. Ubeyi number plates for FSU. Now Sadi Pakono about register
for a new number plate. Now, Obama will deactivate Mugabe's car number plate for the system.
For the new one.
For the new one, we'll deactivate it. Wow. So if Uto can for Ubejia, they will reactivate that number and put it on
then
the
it will be in your own
name. So nobody can tell me, say, you could the documents about a choice, Mr. Adia. The Mr. say, okay, I told 2 years ago, I'm not done transfer of ownership. It's a criminal minimum fee.
We need to say,
yeah, but we say, around August, we announced new number plates. Now the benefit of the new number plate is
so basically, they need to go ahead and do this. I'm called to a Goro boys in Gua. I'm say sign number plate way. This new system, a bar Goro boys, they'll be cut out of the system, and then I'm fighting for. And then I'm fight DVLA it is nothing. So the DVLA boss should be resolute. This system should be introduced. They should go to court and seek but this needs to go on. The DVLA boss should be strong and make sure he implements this. Alliance. We are resetting and all these things are supposed to be fixed. And I believe and I support this idea by the new DVLA boss. We will meet tomorrow. We will discuss Ghana. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. Have a wonderful night. Gigi. Gigi. Gigi.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No answer my. I'm watching. It was for Belgium fan. It was Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you super why round what? It was for Belgium fan. It was Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. It was why you why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? Every papa no, what one is the motto? Every papa no, what one is the motto? Every papa no, what one is the motto?